Oh, you know what? Here we go. You guys almost covering a non-baseball shirt. Just about to get started here now for a two-game Tuesday. We'll be playing two games for franchise every Tuesday. I decided to start doing that this week. Decided last week that it made sense to do something like this. So welcome, Michael. Good, glad you're here. I'm doing well. It is. I did have a green shirt on. Yeah, that's right. Uh, had to quickly change out of that one. But the weather's nice here. It's about 32 degrees. I live in Milwaukee. Not sure if everybody knows that. Um, but we're going to take a look at the team here right before we jump in. It's going to be the Mets at the Kings to start. We did actually win both the games in the sim, so that was fantastic. That's the one we lost right here, the Sunday game, and then or the Saturday game, I mean. And then we won the Sunday game and then won the Monday game, the first one against the Mets here. So the Kings in a good spot to keep this momentum going, back-to-back wins after three straight losses. And then talking about the Spiders, I'll jump on them real fast. Big loss against the Twins. That was the 15-run game before this was the one I lost on stream, the 9-run lead I blew. So the Spiders are close to being eliminated. We'll play that one as the second game, the Twins, with Chip Wolf going there. Oh, Michael, that's awful. New Hampshire, 3 degrees. Okay, yeah, we were in the 40s last week. That was great. That was a lot of fun. Excuse me. But yeah, let's jump into this. The Atlanta Kings playing at home against the New York Mets. That's your team too, Michael. Is that your favorite team, or just the one you decided to go with for your franchise here? I got David Woodward on the mound. Not sure what I want to do about backups. Fujita's heating up again. Franklin, look at this. It's the middle of our lineup that's hot. It's fantastic. Let's get in. Who do I want to play? I want to bench Mesoraco and get Foster in there. So let's put him in right. And then Fujita can play third. Or let's put Fujita. No, let's put Fujita at third. I like that better than him at short. And then Salazar can play short. And then, yeah, Foster Salazar. That works then right there. Hopefully I start hitting with Sato. I haven't done much with him. Oh, that makes a lot of sense too. They got Shea as an option. Yeah, wear those old like 1986 unis, and then you can play at Shea, or even wear the new ones. I mean, there's no problem with mixing it up. But love it. Yeah, that's a good opinion there. I like that. Yeah, NL Style's great. I like NL Style a lot. So for this franchise, I got one AL team and one NL team. So you get a mix of both of it.
We've got an NL East contest tonight between the New York Mets and the Kings.
Again, or for anyone else who's here, go ahead and comment. I'd like to know who's watching. If you're from Discord, thank you. Appreciate it. If you're not in the Discord yet, I can get somebody to throw the link in there, or I can do it myself, of course. But trying to get people in the Discord so we can, so you can know when I stream and when other people stream with the roster. This is David Woodward going for me. His first pitch is a screwball. I did not do a fantasy draft with this roster, by the way, for anyone who was curious about that, for this franchise specifically.
Next up for New York, Felipe Quinones.
And here we go. Felipe Quinones, but 302, a fantastic season for this dude. Usually isn't even like an everyday player necessarily. Felipe Quinones. Definitely a platoon kind of guy, given his attributes. Great defender. So I guess he could be an everyday second baseman. You just can't expect too much with the bat then in those situations. But here we go. First pitch. And we're still in the hunt. Nice play to start us off. Love those PFPs. Here's the Mets lineup. Meet the Mets. It's Quinones triplet, and then West, one of my favorite right-handed hitters. Then Mendoza, Johnson, and Tavares. Anderson, Craig, and Layton. Craig was in the minors the whole year. No batting average for him quite yet. Third in the MVP. Well, you're early still too. But yeah, I dumped him. He's initially a Brave, and I moved him very early. I am not a fan of Chung Hee Lee. But there's a bunch of guys on the roster who I simply, don't want to use or don't like using. That's the fun part about franchises. You can't exactly move all those guys right away. So you got to eventually put the team together how you want it to be. If that makes sense.
Game time temperature, a comfortable 76 degrees.
Love it.
Bases are empty, one man out.
Triplet's a nice left-handed hitter. Another dude at the top of this lineup. Oh, that's a bad throw. That's funny. I literally just tapped it. It didn't go anywhere near the cutoff man there. Yeah, that happens all right. Here's Rex West now.
Stepping in now, Rex West.
Yeah, definitely going to try to pitch around him a little bit here. 105 RBIs for West. The former Oakland Athletic. So you guys notice I don't exactly do a complete clean screen, but it's pretty clean. It's I know my hitting view is going to be a little different than what you want to see, but it still fits, right?
That pitch was
This is
so
the stream
slow,
element.
it
Love
barely
it.
registered on the radar gun.
69 from that screwball there.
Pitches crawling to the plate like that, especially these days, that can be a really tough pitch for a hitter to wait back on.
Count even at 2-2.
2-2 now. Let's get a fastball in the
Working
corner.
for the punch out and the
Come
offering.
on.
Full count now, 3-2.
Got to believe that runner from first is going to be in motion, especially in this situation.
Mendoza
As an
next. He
offensive player,
matched
this is
right-handed
something
pitching.
hard because those defenders are going to be moving.
Michael, I'm not too stingy about that. It's a little bit different in baseball than it is football. I won't trade in a division in football.
Neither guy
But yeah, I
give
get the
in,
tradition
and the
of
battle
it and
continues.
trying to win your own division. So yeah, it makes some sense there.
Another
I didn't do too much of that.
And there he goes towards second.
And that is ball four.
Draw a throw, that's taken for ball
Cardinal
four.
Nation, I do not use 30-team control. No, I'm only controlling the 2 teams I have. I don't think it's necessary for my roster. You don't need to do a 30-team control. If you want to, if you're more comfortable doing that, of course you can. I just don't think it's necessary.
Coming to the plate now, Marco Mendoza. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here.
And Michael, especially if you trade good players to teams that you play against often, you're going to have those guys, sting you a couple times throughout the
First
season.
offering on its way. And this is just off the outside corner for a ball, 1-0.
Yeah, I usually would do a 30-team control if it's a regular roster. My roster, not
First,
necessary.
one gone. Inside, and he falls behind the hitter now, 2-0.
2-0 to Mendoza. That's not good. Guy has light tower power against right-handers. Yep, not much for contact against lefties either. Lots of red in his hot zone. This is the screwball. Come on. This should be a double play. Let's get it. Oh!
Not in time.
Beat it out on the back end. All right, we get the first out, or the second out of the inning there. Out at second base.
Always go hard in the second base.
Nice job by Salazar. And then Getz, yeah, he just doesn't have the arm to get it there. That was a little slower developing anyways. Here's Brandon Johnson, the center fielder. Michael, it just means that you can do everything. You can control trades, control where everyone goes. If you're doing a real roster and you want to emulate, oh man, and you want to emulate the real Major League Baseball, then it allows you to trade between teams that you don't control and force the trades and everything. This is not a good start. I really threw a fastball right down the plate to Johnson there. Been playing really poorly on stream recently. Pretty sure what I've lost the last, just the last 2.
Yeah, he's looked pretty shaky from the first pitch, and things just kind of spiraled
Not great.
out of control from there. I think these guys smelled
Yeah,
blood
Johnson
and
launched
water,
one.
and they punctuated with the
Wow, and that's
job
a fast
and
exit
early
velo
lead.
too. Didn't go super far, but it was high. J-Hack, no, get out of here. No, I know you got a Mets logo as your picture, so I get it.
Tavares. Yes, he'll take a look at ball one. Enters play here at
Tavares has 99 career home runs. Good for him. So if you hit 12 homers in a franchise mode with Pedro Tavares, he'll hit his 100th on that 12th home run.
Now the 1-0.
Good to see you, though, J-Hack. You were watching late last night.
Back up the middle. And that
Watching
finds
Phillies
its
fan. We were
way
both in
through
that
for a
chat.
base hit. So the 2-out base hit, and the top of the inning is still alive.
Boy, talk about a rough start to an inning, a 3-run bomb, and then a base hit. This could get real ugly, Hero.
Yeah, there's a lot of perks
And
to
he's gonna
using
have
the
to
30-team
execute a
control.
little bit better than that. They were sitting in that hitters meeting and they were ready. They're keeping their front
Same with
shoulders
if you
in,
want
looking for
to
something
export
up,
players
out,
from a
and they are
franchise.
not
That's a good way
missing.
to do it,
To
too.
the plate
Or the
now,
only way to do it.
James Anderson. No balls and a strike to count. 3 runs already home here. Hit hard on the
There we
ground
go.
to second.
That's going to be the 3rd out. Finally get out of this frame. That was a long inning. Way too long. And then this is a glitch showing James
But the Mets
Anderson here.
strike for
What's up,
3,
Cole?
coming
Welcome, buddy.
courtesy of this
Good to see you.
3-run home run. Bottom of the first coming up
Not
from
good to see
Drew
this, though.
Stark.
Home run to
It's
start
3-0
for the
New
Mets.
York.
Yeah, Michael streams with the Mets. He did a fantasy draft, so if you like seeing Mets gameplay, go there. He's also in the Discord. Cole, are you in the Discord yet?
In his last 3 starts, he has a whip of over 1.5.
J-Hack, yeah, that makes sense, too. That's the dominant strategy in my mind.
Hits and lots of walks, and that doesn't add up to very good
Set the
performances. So
CPU one, everything to auto, and then set your own to manual for everything. Makes a lot of sense.
He'll lead things off
Here's
here in the
Sato.
bottom half of the first. Here it comes.
Cole, we're still alive here with the Kings,
Good take there to lay off the high fastball.
and then the Mets are leading the
Fellas,
division.
Mets, as they enter play here
Best
tonight,
team in the
despite
NL
loss
East.
Last time out, they've been in a real good groove
Yeah,
lately.
Stadium Creators next gen only. I'm not surprised either.
Matty, this team is
I was waiting for somebody to bring it
confident
up,
right now.
honestly.
They're playing well coming into this game.
It's
And what do they
frustrating,
do
too,
right out of the
because
chute, top of the
it's
first,
so
throw
difficult to
3
find a
spot up on
PlayStation
the
5
board.
right now.
They got the opposition on their heels.
Down low
But, you know,
on the
we'll
flat
find it
50s
eventually, and
here,
I'll
3-0.
get my fix, my Stadium Creator ability. But we'll see. It's going to be a bit.
And he'll just lay this one in there. 3-1.
Oh, come on now.
Taken as that one catches the outer part of
Leading
the
through
plate.
5 pitches, just 4. 4-seam, cutter, changeup, and a curveball.
Cue shot here out toward short.
Sato really hasn't been good for me.
And a good throw gets him 1 gone.
And by hasn't been good, I mean he's been bad.
A chance now to take a look at how the home team lines up in this one.
Really,
What's
Michael?
the key for a home victory tonight?
Wow.
Yeah, Matty,
12
you
hours
take a
outside in
look up and
September to
down this
reserve my
lineup.
PlayStation 5.
One
Was
thing
it cold in
jumps
New
out,
Hampshire
a lot
that
of
day?
guys with some quality batting averages.
I hope
They
not
find
that cold.
themselves in the top third of the league in batting average, and that usually
Yeah, I'm
bodes
more
well
bummed out
as
cold
the
than I
season
am
gets
shocked.
long. If you can
And I really
keep your
think
approach,
from the video we saw
usually
today, if you guys haven't
leads
seen
to
it,
winning
look it up. It's the MLB The Show video from today, the Tuesday video. I really think that they're gonna do cards for every like thing that you can add to the stadium, like a scoreboard card, or like if you want to like emulate certain things from other stadiums, like they're gonna have a card specifically for it that you have to get in DD. I strongly believe that. It was warm. That's good. I'm glad it was warm in September that day.
He doubled up on the heater right there. First one he blew right by
Yeah,
him.
Cardinal.
Second
They
one,
still like
Cardinal
adjust
was
it
on
because it's
point.
like a live
He was able to
franchise.
get it.
Yeah, it's a living, breathing franchise. That's the problem. You can't have it sim the same exact way as the MLB is actually, you know, happening. Oh, let's go. Love to see that. A hard hit ball right there.
You don't get too many pitches a day in the big leagues, middle cut. His eyes lit up right there. This pitcher's lucky. He's
Oh
not
wow,
getting another
that's
ball from the
impressive
umpire.
there to be the second one, and they only had 8. Ugh. You pre-ordered. Did you pay extra since you pre-ordered? Damn, Cole, and they only had 6 where you were at. Wow.
Standing in now, Mason Franklin.
Yeah, again, I didn't want to buy it right when it came out anyways. I was thinking more around this time or around, opening days when I really start to get my baseball itch. And I was really thinking that 21 would be, the game I buy for PlayStation 5, the only game I really buy. So,
2 balls and no strikes.
straight up $4.99.99. I love it. And no tax. Wow. I didn't know New Hampshire was a no tax state.
The 2-0 on the way. A swing and a miss.
Come on, Franklin.
And
Again, our 3, 4, 5 guys have been hot coming into this game. So you saw Parker with the knock, and then now Franklin, and I got Fujita next. All of them have been mashing over the last few games. Fujita's up at 296. He could be a 300 hitter through his rookie season here. That's ball 4. Bases loaded for the young rook.
And he misses with that one. Ball 4, and that's going to load the bases now.
If you guys are looking for Fujita on the stream roster, he's a shortstop on the Reds. I believe he starts in Double-A. I got him in a trade, and then I just promoted him since one of my shortstops got hurt. He's been fantastic for us. Rookie of the Year, leading candidate.
Season's final month, definitely in the discussion for Rookie of the Year honors.
Yep, see. Jerron, you missed me give up a 3-run shot in the first inning. And not to Rex West. It was to Brandon Johnson who hit it.
A ball and no strikes.
That was a tempting pitch to swing at.
Oh, wow, Cole, that's great. Did you trade in your PlayStation 4 then? Paid 112 for a PlayStation 5.
That swung out and missed. We're even at 1-1.
If anyone here is subbed, I believe I have a sub emote now, by the way. For a tier 1 sub emote. So check that out. I'm not going to send him, actually. Throw was bad, though. I probably could have scored.
Chance to even think about scoring there. What a big second out.
Oh, yeah, exactly, Michael. Yeah, if you buy it in person, it's different than, the bots buying it over the internet. Because bots can't buy anything in person.
Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is.
But yeah, Jerron, you got in here at a good time. Haven't been any air horns yet.
The 1-0.
Oh, let's go! Porker, you got to get in there, buddy. Try to score 2 runs as a rebuttal in the first. Let's go! It's a 2-run single from Jorge Aguilera. Hopefully this is a shootout. Let's go. Who wants to see a 15-14 game again? Cole, that's fantastic. You got 250 for your PlayStation 4 towards the PlayStation 5. I love it. Yeah, J-Heck, I'm not doing that either. I don't want to waste a day like that. Plus, I didn't want the 5 right when it came out anyways. So, we'll see. Pretty soon, though.
Leighton isn't really known as the kind of starter that goes deep into games. It's not
I believe Leighton's their 5 starter.
He just hasn't been that
I didn't really look at the roster ahead of time, but he's usually a back of the end, back of the rotation kind of guy. 3, 4, 5. 22 pitches just this inning. Going to Max Foster, the 7 hitter here. It's a ball. Foster's making his first start for me on stream, playing right field. That's his primary position. Try to get guys at their primaries as often as possible. I believe the only one I don't have at a primary right now is my third baseman, which is Fujita. Elijah Fujita. 2-2 now from Leighton. Oh, that looked inside. It was not, though.
So 2 runs on 3 hits.
Michael, I grew up on systems too, on consoles.
Move on to the second now at Truist Park. The Mets lead it 3-2.
Cool. Yeah, of course. If it's a nice area, then yeah, you're not taking as much of a chance.
New inning set to get underway, and next to bat will be the outfielder.
Yeah, I don't know the last time I mean, the show is pretty much the only game I buy, like, before it's been out. Like, the only one I'll ever pre-order. So I really won't do that with consoles. Especially since the show's only on PlayStation, or has only been on PlayStation.
Right after him on the inside corner for strike 1.
Yeah, never was interested in, buying the Switch or whatever other consoles that come to mind. There we go. Cutter on the edge. That's an underrated pitch for Woodward. I don't use it enough. Love his delivery, too. It's the Bronson Arroyo delivery. Oh, he gets to it. No way! Ari Salazar with a fantastic defensive play. I didn't think there was a chance he would make that. Guys that I'm covering here are Franklin at first and Foster in right field. Again, everybody's at their primaries except for Fujita. I'm a big fan of that. Play guys at their primary positions. They don't get a knock playing a secondary that way. Love it, J-Hack. Yeah, you got to mix it up. I played a lot of Red Dead Redemption when it came out, Red Dead Redemption 2. So I love that. Love to hear that. Yeah, Arthur Morgan is one of the best video game characters of all time. And if you disagree with me, leave the stream. Hit back toward the mound. Come on, Getz. He just doesn't have the defensive ability to make that play. That's what you get for playing a common defender at second base. Can't make all the plays up the middle like that. Oh well, he's in for the bat anyways. Here's Quinones. Again, a very good hitter, at least this season. Got 17 bags, too. That's good. Good for him. His on base is higher than his slugging, though. That's not a great year. Whenever your on base is more than your slugging. Unless you're walking, a lot.
And this is going to wind up a foul ball.
Yeah, the slight hesitation really cost him on the throw there, State. Good to see you too, buddy. You were in the chat with Crazy Coach last night.
He gets there and makes the play.
Yeah, after I was done streaming yesterday, I was not done on Twitch. We raided Crazy Coach, and then I watched Phillies Fan until about 1 a.m. my time. So I got to see a lot of Bacon's fictional roster yesterday.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Hey, the way this guy on the mound's been struggling to find the zone, I'm not mad at the guy taking the pitch.
Yeah, welcome, everybody. This is Two Game Tuesday, playing two franchise games. We got the Atlanta Kings to start. I got the Cleveland Spiders second up. I'll take a little break in between the two. And hopefully I don't pitch as poorly in the second game.
At the track, the wall, gone.
State, you work nights then? Nice to listen, though, at least, yeah. It's pretty bad, actually, because I need to say that more often when I'm just, watching and not able to comment. Because I was watching, whose stream was I watching? I was watching Jake's exclusive stream yesterday, and he was talking to me, and I couldn't respond because I was at work. I felt bad about that. But, yeah, if you guys see me in the chat, I'm not always 100% listening. I know that's an issue, but try to be there as often as I can. Yeah, triple with a bomb there. That's nice, State. Yeah, I work the nights a lot, too. That's the case for tonight. That's why the Two Game Tuesday is starting at 11:30 my time. Yeah, Michael, I saw that. That's really unfortunate that the game crashed in the 8th inning of a game. Thankfully, we haven't had that happen on stream yet. I'm sure I'm going to get unlucky at some point, and something's going to happen.
He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. But the Mets do strike for two, both coming on this two-run home.
What's up, Rogue? Yeah, I know you can't hear me, so I'll say hi.
Inning number 2, now 5-2 New York. Leading off the inning, Ari Salazar.
Great to hear that. Yeah, you need to get in the Discord. Actually,
We're still in the early.
I think I sent him a link. Whatever. I'll talk to you at some point, Rogue. I'm sure I'll see you around. Another guy who's a big fan of the roster there.
And get a big inning started.
No balls and 1 strike.
What is that, Michael?
I
don't have the Discord link in there still. I gotta mess with that. I didn't get a chance to do that last night with Stream Elements. And I usually have a mod watching. Unfortunately, Sean or Phillies Fan is at work right now.
He'd be the first to tell you he's not happy with his batting average this season, but he can beat you.
But yeah, my bad, J-Hack. I didn't get that set up yet.
And he has to because he wouldn't be here otherwise.
Just throw a link in there real fast. All right, just bear with me here. Yeah, it was a late night last night. I was doing other things other than the stream. but didn't get a chance to get that set up on Stream Elements quite yet. Here, I'll take it now.
Tough pitch to lay off there, but he did, and it's even up at 2-2.
A fat yellow marker for meter pitching. You mean like the second or the line when you do it?
And a change
like when it comes back?
and missed for the first out.
Yeah,
that's right. Yeah, Rogue needs to create an account. That's what it was.
Location, so a good job there of exploiting that. That can be real hard for some guys to overcome when teams start figuring out.
Cool. Yeah, we'll get people to watch his stream then too. Rogue's really baseball intelligent, so it's fun to see or listen to him talk, especially with the roster. Save the game in the 7th to try it, so it didn't lose it. That might mean to go back to normal lost energy. Yeah, I don't know what that's about, Michael. I'm really not sure how you acquired that or encountered that glitch there. Honestly, I don't know. I mean, I guess, yeah. Given that experience, I assume that it always would be consistent, but that's interesting.
Stepping up to the plate, Sato 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Chihiro Sato,
First pitch,
Japanese import.
Line
There's a knock. Let's go.
And that's in there, so perhaps some life.
Got to be the first one I've had with him. So at least we get a base runner on here. Gave up a couple runs last inning, the top of their order doing damage. And Sato, the little Japanese import with the knock there. Love to see it. He's a big contact guy, mostly against right-handers. Could be a bench bat for me moving forward if I want to have him be like a fourth outfielder type, but I don't see him as a starter really. More of a fill-in guy right now. Interesting, J-Hack. Yeah, I didn't know that. I guess it does change the interface a little bit. Or not the interface, the core of, I guess, confidence. A couple other things there. It's weird.
And there's a fastball well off the plate inside.
Come on, Bobby. I don't like that call there on the second pitch.
To 2-2 now.
I love Bobby Getz. You can find him as a free agent on Stream roster. Or if you do a fantasy draft, I'm sure he'll get drafted. He's 70-something or high 60. And he mashes. Not great on defense, but hits well above his overall. So he can't score there. It's 5-2 going into the third.
Next for the Mets, Marco Mendoza.
Meet the Mets. Marco Mendoza.
They want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
And he looks at the screwball that's over for strike one.
There's no way around it. This has been a rough start on the mound, so it'll be interesting to see how long that man is going to let him go. Maybe he settles in and can give you another.
Love it, Michael Stacks.
But I wouldn't bet on it at this
point.
point.
Super Mega Baseball is where it's at as well. If you don't, if you get sick of the show and you want to play something else for a little bit, that's the one to go to. That's for sure. I played around with that a little bit, not a lot, but I've heard really good things from people who I really respect. So I'm sure that their opinions are valid.
And he will run this one down, moving to his right, and that's the first out of the inning. Stepping up now, Brandon Johnson. He went deep in his first at-bat, and we'll see what he's got in store for us here.
Hey, here's Johnson. It was a fastball right down the middle to him. Yeah, of course he's going to hit that out then.
So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter, so I might
much better. Woodward doesn't throw much higher than 90, so you can't really leave fastballs like that in the middle of the plate.
I guess the game plan from the offensive standpoint today coming into this one.
And that's into the outfield for a one-out hit.
Well, man, as we take
yeah, State, again, I've heard only good things about Super Mega Baseball. Just haven't gotten around to playing it myself too much. But great to hear.
It happens. You start a game and never completely get into that rhythm.
Love it.
Seems to be the case here.
Yeah, I've heard a lot of people, like the customization for it, so good to hear. 30+ hours.
2-0 now.
It's a lot easier to hit when you're putting yourself in good hitters.
2-0 now. Suarez. I don't love this. Woodward's kind of been shaky here to start. And by kind of, I mean, I guess that's an understatement. Giving up 5 runs in 2 frames.
And this
Come on.
for ball 4.
I got to change it to meter. That's what the issue is here.
First 3 innings.
Keep walking, guys. I can't spot it how I want to. I know you guys like the clean screen display, but meter is going to be the way to go for me because I hit it so often, or at least get close. Of course, he has no confidence, so it doesn't even matter right now. Might as well be thrown on classic when you don't have a bar for the meter here.
That's wide, 2-0.
Clearly working the bottom of the zone, trying to get a ground ball for a double play.
There we go. There's a strike.
Runners are at first and second with 1 away. Slowly hit to first.
Not going to get 2 here.
And
not even close.
Not even try as he goes to first, and that means 2 men are in scoring position now with 2 away.
Here's Evan Craig, the 8-hitter. I think I might just walk him. Confidence is so low for Woodward. Wow. Yeah, we'll just walk in here.
And the first base
that pitcher right here.
Though they'll go after the next guy with the force at any base now in order and 2 men gone.
Appreciate it, J-Hack. Yeah, I know people like the clean screen approach. I mean, it's kind of ruined since my face is, right here. But I can't exactly do clean screen. I don't like it to be completely, nothing. It is a video game, and it's okay if it's not.
Foul.
Oh, State. Yeah, I saw that in the tech test. Yeah, I played around with it a little bit. I should have played around with it more. I actually only had like 1 real day where I fully invested in playing the tech test.
He's got a chance to help himself, and nothing's a bigger backbreaker to a team than watching the pitcher drive in a run.
Yeah, you want your face, your screen to be clean? I'll get rid of my face. At least need to make it smaller, for being honest.
Down the left field line and deep, and this will wind up a foul ball.
Okay, there it is. Sorry, guys. I'm sure it was freezing right there. Yeah, Michael, I agree. I like meter a lot too. But yeah, he's got like no feedback, nothing. Like, I mean, and deep fielding is auto, and then base running's auto, so that really helps with the clean screen approach too.
Don't go anywhere. More Tuesday night baseball after this.
But yeah, I know a lot of people who do the, classic. State, I'm glad. Yeah, I like the face cam. I gotta adjust it. I think I should just be a little bit smaller is all.
He'll get us going in the home half of inning.
Or I wish my camera, because I'm only ever in like this much of it. Like I don't need the rest of this to be in the background, if that makes sense. Like I'd like to crop the camera.
First pitch on its way.
But again, haven't had too much time to mess around with it because I've been trying to stream as often as possible.
Good cutter there.
Wow. He got that call? Okay. I mean, I guess it's a strike. I just don't like it.
Struck him out.
Yeah.
One of the toughest pitches they hit, the straight changeup, right? El Cambio. Hadn't seen it in that entire.
Which one are you referring to there, Stacks?
Gets the string
Michael?
pulled on him right there.
The pulse one?
No chance to put that ball.
Or analog I like too, actually. Analog's probably the best one for online. Cardinal, there's no shame in that. Yeah, classic with the ball marker on.
He grounds it sharply to third. He's right there.
Again, yeah, I like analog on too.
Very quickly, 2 are gone here in the home.
I think meter. I'm better with meter than I am with analog, but analog is the more dominant one if you're if you're good at it.
He flew out in his last at bat.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep.
Cool State. I like that too. I don't pay too much attention to the hot zones.
This guy's big power.
But yeah, it makes sense.
Good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
A great job of changing speeds there. It's 0-2.
0-2 count. You could do just about anything you want right now. Up, down, in, out, hard, soft. Good time to be a pitcher.
Count is 1-2 now.
Michael, I don't think I know what you're talking about. When it shows up, shows you the plate, and then... Oh, yeah, that's analog. Yeah. Oh, come on. Oh, it's a changeup right down the plate, and I didn't nail it. Oh. Hey, Jerron, you hit with a weird camera, too. Don't you use the broadcast one? Or was I watching CPU games? Oh, that's strike 3. Wow, that's a bad inning. We're going to lose this game. Stick around and see how. Love it, J-Hack.
Start of the 4th upcoming, but first, Heidi Watney standing by with a report.
Matt,
Here's
during the
Heidi.
break, I caught up with the Mets manager to discuss his thoughts on his club's offense so far. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. He said they're flat out doing an outstanding job at picking on pitches that they can do something with. And by that, he means pitches inside the strike zone. The numbers definitely back that up as well.
Yeah, Jerron, that's weird. It's nice to watch at least. I've tried it a little bit because I wanted to try to see how I did, but I cannot hit on broadcast. Or outfield, either one. No chance.
All right, thanks, Heidi. Line drive to
There's
center
Quinones
field.
with a knock.
Gets down
Flat
and got
out.
himself a base
I'm
hit.
flat out on pace to cancel
Mets
Heidi.
have a runner aboard to get the inning underway.
This is bad. Woodward's been bad. Bullpen's well rested at least. Look at that. Look at this. You'll love to see it. So let's think about some young guys again. This is going to be a big bullpen game then. We'll do a mound visit just to get that confidence back up. And let's try to get through the beef of the order here without giving up too much runs.
Now to the plate, DJ.
Flat out.
No balls and a strike to count.
Yeah, if you guys are in the Discord, you know my distaste for the show's version of Heidi Watney. I don't mind her in real life. I'm going to say that every time. I don't mind her in real life. She's just awful in the game.
Digging in now, Rex West comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Cut fastball in there for a called strike.
Right, Jerron, that makes sense. I guess I needed to play around with it more than just, a couple afternoons.
Case in point with that last one.
And this is hit hard to the right
Speaking of
side.
afternoons, actually, so if you guys go to the show, not the show, if you go to the PlayStation's website, it says like your gameplay trends, and it says like what time of the day and which day of the week like was the most common stream time for you or play time for you. And Tuesday is actually the most common, like the most often I play the show, Tuesday afternoons, which is crazy because I didn't think I played the show the most Tuesdays. We play a lot less on the weekends because of working in the service industry. Michael, I agree. They definitely should let us skip her.
At the plate, Jorge Aguilera coming off the clutch 2-run single this last
Cardinal again. Yeah, I said this on the stream yesterday. There's no wrong way to play with the game. So yeah, if you like MLB 15 hitting, great. I like Fisheye a lot too. That's the one I use. But yeah, you don't like Fisheye? It's all right.
Good off-speed pitch.
Fisheye 2 is nice. Actually, there's Fisheye and Fisheye 2, and I like both of those. I just like this one better, especially because I like a more zoomed-in one for online gameplay. Oh, he's throwing a fastball right by me. What's up, Noble? Welcome. Noble is now a mod, so show him respect. Both a mod here on Twitch and on the Discord. Appreciate you volunteering for that. Needed help with that. It's balled down. Aguilera had the big hit in the first. He drove in both our runs. Oh, of course, Jerron. I totally feel that. Lefties give me a lot of trouble because I just don't see lefties as often in general. Even with, hitting cameras that I use frequently. Love to see the knock there from Aguilera. Hopefully we get to the pitcher spot this inning so I can pinch hit and not worry about, next inning. I'm going to have May come in, though. He's a rookie, Andrew May. Cardinal, yeah, that works, too. If you got to find the one that works for you. And if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. So, yeah, try something else.
He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Yeah, then I got a monitor that's right in front of me, and I got pretty decent vision, so I can play around with different different camera angles. But yeah, I understand that. Oh, Foster's going to hit into a double play.
There's one.
Disgusting.
On to first, a double play.
Boy, that's about as easy as it comes. A chopper.
Sure, Michael, we could try something like that. I've seen guys try to do sim franchises where, you know, it's only controlled on one console, and then each person puts in their input, their own input for each owner. I like that idea. I just have no interest in running it myself, if I'm being honest. I don't want to be the guy who's simulating that entire franchise.
Yeah, but it was a good change-up, Matty. Good arm action on that pitch.
Noble, the Mets are actually first in the division.
Let the ball get a little deeper.
I don't know how I've done against them on stream. Simulating, of course, is very different than on stream too. I play differently than the ratings odds results. This is actually my first game against the Mets on stream.
Rush a heater right here.
But I'd have to look at the schedule. I don't know exactly how they've been doing.
Here already a 5-2 score.
And you're bad against the Diamondbacks. That's funny.
That misses wide. One ball.
You've been playing all those games too, Noble, right? Pretty sure. Plus, it's early in your franchise. You got plenty of time for those numbers to go the other way. 6-1 quickly turns into 6-9.
Down the first baseline. But this is a foul ball.
Or it could if you're not paying attention.
1-2.
Read my game from last week when I played the Twins.
A dive, but it's off his glove.
Salazar is not beating that out. So this turns into pretty much a 1-2-3 inning. Thanks to that double play. So I'm going to do a double switch. Or should I do a double switch?
For the start of the inning, and that'll bring up the outfielder, Marco.
I think I'll just have May pitch this inning, and we'll figure it out from there. So we'll just have him come in now.
May is ready, and he'll
There's a link for the Discord again. Thank you, Stream Elements. Michael, I like that method too. I told, or Crazy Coach was trying to get through a few seasons, so I suggested to him that he could try to do a March to October style franchise.
First delivery to him on the
I said it before, I have tremendous respect for anyone who plays 162, but it doesn't work for me on stream. I can't play every single game. I want to get deeper into this franchise than that. So
there's a big difference between 0-2 and 1-1.
So we're doing the second game of every series.
He missed a home run by a matter of feet.
Just play off the wall there, Foster.
And the Mets have something going with nobody.
Yeah, I like that idea too, Michael.
So a ringing double here
if you're not into playing every single game, every single pitch, every single game. State, yeah, I feel that. Again, I did that offline this year. I played 162 with my Las Vegas Blackjacks. But again, didn't have interest in doing that on stream because it moves too slowly usually.
To the plate now, Brandon Johnson.
But I like the grind. I enjoy the grind. I really do.
Right down the pipe. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far.
Oh yeah, quick counts is nice, Michael. If you're trying to get through a game faster too, trim the game in half pretty much.
He's in control. 0-2.
2 mid-90s fastballs right there.
Yeah, I love it, State. Yeah, and that's through your year-to-year saves that are getting removed. So fantastic. But that's cool. Way to get deep into a franchise like that. 6.5 seasons. Yeah, I've seen guys get far. I know Armour's pretty far in his Yankee one, and I've seen a few other ones that are 5-6 years plus where they've played every or almost every game. So fantastic.
Stepping into the box, Pedro Tavares.
Again, thanks for being here. This is the first 2-game Tuesday, Bacon's fictional franchise. Playing the Kings and the Mets for the first one. The second game is the Spiders and the Minnesota Twins. Both our games at home today.
Set to deliver the 0-1. High fly ball out to
Sato,
straightaway center.
who should make the play. Yes, sir.
Sato is there.
Base runner's not going. That's good because I didn't load the throw right. Yeah, State, it sucks. I stopped working on the roster once they announced it. Because if the roster doesn't move to the next game, I don't want to, you know, put more work into it right now. So I haven't touched it.
Here's the first pitch. This is line to left. That gets down, and the inning will.
He's going to give up 2 doubles this inning. That one dies at the wall.
As he arrives at second without a play, as a run will score on the play as well.
Don't love that.
Just some more of the same from him.
Here's Craig. He's much better against lefties too. So we'll do I'm gonna do another intentional walk to get to the pitcher here. Not usually a dominant strategy to intentionally walk 2 batters in the first 5 innings, but we're doing it. He's late in the pitcher. There we go. Strike from May. It's fast fastball.
Is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1.
Sure, yeah. If you stream it and tag me in, I don't know, on Twitter or something, I'll definitely check them out. Especially if they're really accurate like that, or you know, take screenshots and put them on Twitter. I'd definitely like to see them.
And another foul ball.
For sure. Love to see your creations on the show or Super Mega Baseball, of course.
Here it comes on 0-2. Hit well on the ground to first.
There we go. So May only gives up 1. It was a double by James Anderson. And it's 6-2, halfway home in the first game. It's a Bacon's fictional doubleheader today. Are they going to have Leighton hit or pitch? They are going to have Leighton pitch. Okay, cool. I got to think about my new pitcher. I'll do Thompson for this one. I should have done a double switch, too. I would have had the same lefty in for 2 innings there. Oh, well. Cool, so let's get a pinch hitter. I like Mesoraco first off the bench. Just a nice bench bat. Leo Mesoraco. He's had a couple home runs for me on stream, too. Not calling my shot or anything. Oh, of course not. Yeah, not with a swing like that.
He comes in with that average down in the 240s. 6 home runs and 19 driven in. Now here's the ball hit high and deep.
Oh, really? No way. Oh.
And he's gonna have
I really thought I did it again. For anyone who missed, I called my shot with Shorty Hightower, my road to the show yesterday. Said something about how I wanted to use the air horn, and then I hit a home run instantly with Shorty Hightower for his first double-A blast. No, nowhere near that.
Great execution of that changeup right there. Great arm action. Batter was totally out front on that one.
Noble, I really thought I did just now too, especially because I was like, oh, Mesoraco's been a decent power guy. Good bench bat for me. Oh, Anderson makes a play. He's a good defender at third, though. I'm not at all surprised by that. Had a couple clutch hits for them just today.
On that soft liner that could have been a potential base hit.
Cole, that's good. I'm glad you saw it on Twitter. Yeah, that was exciting from last night. I don't think I'll ever do anything like that again. Yes, that one should drop. Yes. Oh! I don't like this game. Evan Craig makes the play.
Tuesday Night Baseball after this.
Beautiful. Don't do it again. Down 6-2 through 5. Let's get Cameron Thompson in there now.
Cameron Thompson takes over to start the 6th inning.
8 games, high ERA. Not in love with that. And Thompson's in like the 60s, pretty sure. Not a great guy. I just have him up because the rosters expand in September. Yeah, 62 overall. But hey, you need pitchers like this for games like this. When you're down 4 runs.
Is there and he makes the catch for the out.
Good contact to start out the inning. Thought he might be on base with some sort of
triplet,
hit, but it hung up there too long. Just unlucky that time.
And a first pitch sinker is over for strike 1. Thompson Originally from down under in Australia, he was taken in the 18th.
Oh, look at that. Thompson's an Australian. Didn't even think about that.
Hey, this guy's got a chance to be an
I do have a good mix of Australians on the roster, actually. If you guys were with me last Saturday, I played with my brother on a WBC version of the roster. I wanted to play as Australia for one of those games, and he didn't want to, so we didn't.
Throw gets him 2 down. Ready once again, Rex West.
Here's West. Best hitter on these Mets. I'll show his card real fast. He's got 35 home runs just this season, batting .311. That sounds about right for West. He's just a little bit worse against lefties. A little less power there against left-handers. And yeah, decent speed guy, decent overall. Just your typical first baseman. Not great on defense, not great on the bases, but just a good hitter. 92 overall entering this game in a franchise.
First pitch on its way. Hit on the ground to third.
Oh, nothing there.
And a good effort on the dive that time, but this will get by him for a base hit.
Well, that's not a bad pitch right there. That's a pretty good sinker. He just happens to hook that one right into left field for a base hit.
Yeah, I got it in a little bit more than I wanted to there. Pretty much down the middle. Mendoza does not hit as well against lefties. He's more of a platoon guy. Nice play there by Franklin. What a dude on defense. Yeah, no, but Wes is only 25, and he's already peaking. He's fantastic. Yeah, should be a 30, maybe even a 40 home run guy with a 300 average consistently. Not the greatest defender, but again, not a liability. Here's Diego Cabrera to pitch for the Mets. And I'll have 3, 4, and 5 here, so this is a good chance for us to get something going. I want to have Cobra Cole come in. I don't want to have him scheduled because I want to put in or keep the lefty in against Johnson. And I'll think about Betancourt too. He's had a great season. Noble, I don't think I've seen that animation either.
From the stretch.
That's the cool part about having such a great defensive first baseman. Like, there's not a lot of them in the live rosters, and I got a few guys that are really good on defense. So they get those special animations like that. Love to see it. Ball inside. Parker struck out looking his last time. He's also walked and hit a sharp single.
1-1 to third. Right.
Nothing there. And then he scored in that first inning, actually. His 8 speed made it all the way around the bases.
In now, Mason
Franklin. He also walked 0 for 3 on the series so far. That means he had a couple walks in yesterday's game. I would assume, at least, since he only has 3 at-bats in 2 games.
First pitch to him. Action in the bullpen now.
Walks or sac flies, maybe hit by pitch. They got Murphy and Torres up. Torres is the lefty.
The 1-0.
It's another ball inside. Same exact spot. Look at that. Ball 3. Let's get something going. I got Fujita next. He's already got 20 home runs. 20 home runs and only 44 RBIs. It's a lot of solo home runs. Or just not coming through in the clutch, I guess. I don't even know what his clutch is. Most of that is stimmed, of course. He's been up for a while. I'm pretty sure since the middle of May or early May. Nothing. See, West is okay defensively. Still makes the play. Oh, Noble, that's fantastic. Have those 2 guys combined for 3 homers? Love it. Beat the Mets 10-3. Yeah, it's not going to happen here. We could get 10. But that's great. Yeah, I knew that both of those guys were struggling for you. Great to see the big dogs perform. And again, oh, let's get it! 21 for Elijah Fujita. Love to see it. Elijah Fujita, big home run. We're only down 3 now. Noble, yeah, it's great when your big dogs produce, and that's the cool part about franchises. It kind of comes in waves. And this is a wave for Fujita right there. I had a home run with him yesterday as well. The leading candidate for Rookie of the Year in the National League. It's his 21st. He should be around 300 for the batting average. He should finish around 300. Here's Aguilera with a... nothing, okay. Hit it right at the third baseman. So Fujita gets us 1 run closer. It's now 6-3. Yep. Drawn there's the air horn.
Digging in, Brandon Johnson. He'll be tasked with
Here's Johnson. He had a home run in the first. Yep, drove in all 3 of those runs in the first inning. Not as good left on left, so hopefully we benefit from this matchup. Probably be Thompson's last batter, and then I'm going to put in one of my right-handers that are up in the pen.
Now it's 0-2.
0-2, 2 sinkers that were both in. Beautiful calls. Thanks, Blue.
For strikes to start at bat. Now he's way behind the count, so we'll see if he can battle back.
The next 0-2.
Oh, come on. Those were good pitches right there. 2 breaking balls right off the plate. And he swings at both of them. Let's try fastball up. Try to blow it by him. Nothing. Okay. Thompson doesn't have a fast fastball. But almost worked. There's a dribbler. Get there, Thompson. That's my boy. What a play by the pitcher. Love to see it. Here's Tavares. I want to see if he's worse against lefties. He is. All right, great. So Thompson will stay in against Tavares, too. Doing this on a batter-by-batter basis, pretty much. Gets to it, gets in the animation and makes the play.
Now at the plate, James Anderson. He'll try to follow up the double.
7-5 in the 4th inning. That's how this game was trending, too. It was 5-2 just after the first inning. Or after the first 2 innings. So I was really hoping that this was going to be a shootout. Had one of those last week where both bullpens imploded. Mostly mine. Oh, and I should have taken him out against Anderson here. Whoops.
Breaking ball called just a bit low.
Love it, though, State. Is that your franchise? Watching my international draft franchise, yeah.
And no errors on the Mets line score.
Just watching a CPU game.
Still 1-2 as he.
There's no problem with that either. If you don't have the time or the energy to play, look at it on the background, see how your team does in a simulation that's happening right in front of your face.
And a high drive into left center field.
This should get caught. Right. I want to see a collision on plays like that. Both outfielders ranging all the way back there.
Let's go down 1-2-3 as they're unable to add to their 6-3 lead. Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear.
Let's get some runs. Get some more. We got 1 last inning. Only down 3 here now. I believe it's the 7th.
Christian Torres.
Is Christian Torres? Or Christian Torres? The hard Z at the end. I'll have Foster here. And then Trey Lowry's the catcher. He's going to come in. Let's do Cobra Cole to pitch the 8th inning. I'll think about Betancourt later on. Or maybe Jennings. We'll see. I'm not sure what I want to do. Noble, I'd love to see collisions, too. I really want to see guys run into each other. Or near collisions, like near misses. Or like one guy dives and the other one has to jump over him. It'd be so cool, especially in the outfield like that. Same with colliding into walls. I'd like to see guys like make a sliding catch or not catch it and slide into a wall at the side of like the left field line, stuff like that. Just interact with the stadium and other players a little more than just, just the ball.
To short. He's right there.
Nothing there for Foster.
Throws in time, and that's out number 1.
Oh, nice, State. That's funny.
Ready now.
Cat has something to listen to while I'm at work.
It's been an 0-for-2 effort for him.
Love it. Yeah, just to have it on. Yeah, it's cool. What's up, Mike? Welcome, buddy. Big Orioles fan in the chat. Be like Mike.
He's set and the pitch. Hits it high.
Oh, Ari. He doesn't have power, but he launches this one. And it's going to be warning track power.
He makes the catch.
Yeah, Michael, I'd like to see a lot more challenges. That's for sure. A lot more challenges need to be implemented into that feature, or just get rid of it. What's up, Rogue? Welcome, buddy. Well, welcome to hearing my voice. I think this is the first time you've been in the chat with me having a mic and a camera. But good to see your name. Harrison mashes against left-handers. Actually, I want to show his card real fast. Rex, left-handed pitching. The second best third baseman on these Braves. I had him in AAA to start the year, called him up for a little bit, and then got him back up since the roster's expanded. John, I'm going to say 3, maybe. I still think there's a chance. I just don't think it's a good chance. There we go. Harrison with a knock.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even
again, I want nothing to do with Heidi Wadney in the game.
Somewhere that one right up the middle.
At State 1 is probably more realistic, honestly. We're going to pinch hit here. I want to get Dominguez in the ball game. He's better defensively than Sato, and Sato has 0 power against lefties. You heard that right. 0 power against left-handers. So Francisco Dominguez, get some in the gap, get a run here. Let's go.
Come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
State, I'm sure that's the case. I really hope that's the case. Yeah, flat out, I'm on pace to have nothing to do with Heidi next year. There we go. That's a single. So Harrison gets the second. Dominguez with a single there. We got something going here in the 7th. Tying runs at the plate.
This pitcher thought he was going to cruise through this inning.
Oh, you know who's at the plate too? Bobby Getz.
With a ball in the gap or a ball missed over the heart of the plate.
Love to see it. Justin Murphy's in to pitch now.
Murphy takes over pitching duties.
Just 3 games in the majors so far. So they take Torres out now. That was an interesting decision to leave him in. I really wish that once you put up a pinch hitter, that they'll consider taking out a pitcher. The CPU will. Because that would have been a perfect time to put in Murphy there instead.
2 away, it feels like this at-bat could go a long way toward deciding this thing.
No doubt, Matt.
Oh, Rogue, yeah, I know. That's one thing I did intentionally was to put low durability for guys that shouldn't be everyday players. So you're referring to, I can't think of his name. The catcher on the Yankees, yeah, I can't think of his name right now, but he's more of a backup catcher than he is a starter because he doesn't have the bat. And it just helps you make that decision that he just won't ever be, a starter like that because he can't hit. I can't think of the name of the guy you're thinking of. Oh, Michael, announcers aren't in the top priority for me. I want them to put their resources to something else instead of 3 different announcers.
Evan Craig, he'll have the first crack at it here as we start inning.
But yeah, if the PlayStation 5 is capable of doing it, then yeah, for sure. What's up, Dustin? Are you the kid from OS? Dustin R28? We talked about the kid OS last night. Or the kid 24, I think that's your name.
Now here it comes.
Or his name.
And the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. It's 1-0.
Obviously, the game plan wasn't to let this guy beat you right here. He's already
sure, State. I agree with that. If you have like D-Row do minor league games and Plesac do, something, I don't know, or like remove them or put in someone else as the other one for minor league games, sure, whatever, it works. But I'm okay with the announcers right now. Cool, that's the kid. Welcome, buddy. I believe you live in Wisconsin too, right? I've seen. I know you're a big Brewers fan and I believe a Packer fan, right? The kid. So yeah, of course we were talking about you for a little bit last night. Showtime was in here, and then a couple other guys from OS who are also obsessive about equipment. We're chatting about it. So yeah, of course. And I mentioned my thread on OS. So glad to have you here.
10 hits.
Appreciate it.
No errors on the Mets line score so far. And he fouls this one off.
Come on, Cobra.
2-2 to the Mets catcher.
Where did that miss, bro?
Close pitches right there in the inner part of the zone. Hitters will tell you.
Cobra was fantastic for us yesterday. Struck out the side. That's another big strikeout there. Love this dude out of the bullpen. He's got closer stuff, throwing 5 pitches. Live in Wausau. Very cool. Love it. Yeah, I'm in Milwaukee. Just about 15 minutes away from downtown. But yeah, Wausau is not super far away.
And that's a base hit. He's now 2 for 5 in this one. So the 2-out.
Oh, let's go, Aguilera! Oh, that's my boy! Left fielders with arms. We love it. That's, of course, in reference to Shorty Hightower, my left fielder for Road to the Show. A beautiful throw there to make the play. Love to see it.
Raleigh Keller is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 65, Raleigh.
Rogue, you mean for the sliders? I'm not a super big slider guy, so I would suggest I'd point you in the direction of somebody else who does those sliders. Mike Lowe is the first one that comes to mind. Then Armor and Sword is really good as well. But I'm only going to do sliders for myself, and if you guys want to use them, that's great. But I'm not great with developing other sliders for classic pitching or for directional hitting. So I'm sorry. The answer for that is no, unfortunately. But again, there's a lot of guys on OS who are really good with that kind of stuff. It's not my thing. Sorry to disappoint. Gonna get Jordan Jennings going. He'll pitch the 9th inning. Yeah, Dustin or the kid, about 3 hours away from me. That's completely correct.
First pitch of the at bat on its way.
Wausau. Bunch of great slider guys in OS. Completely correct. Yes. There's a few other guys from Wisconsin who watch the stream pretty frequently, actually. So glad that you're here. Glad that you joined the crew.
Went after the high one.
Speaking of trash, Josh C has great sliders too, of course. What's up? Welcome. Thanks for the follow there.
Breaking ball drops right in the chute for a strike.
Yes, he does. He does, Jerron. You're right. Yeah, he was streaming yesterday. He was in the chat for a little bit, I believe, last night too, or in a different chat. I'm not sure. I definitely saw his name in the last 24 hours. But yeah, another guy for big sliders. For good sliders, I mean, big sliders.
And now we'll take a moment here at home plate as he asks for time.
Oh, my Wi-Fi's been weird. That's right, the kid. Yes, I'm a huge Brewers fan. Got to about 20 games in 2019. Was trying to get to more in 2020, but that didn't happen, very obviously.
Perfect situation to do it. No reason to nibble and possibly set up a big inning.
Oh, come on,
in front there as this one's pulled off to the left.
But yeah, glad we have more Brewer fans in the chat too, in the following. Love to see it. I should get you on the Discord too, kid. Is this a home run? No, it's not. Come on now. There's the link for the Discord. Anyone else wants to get in there, go ahead. You're welcome to. Talk about the roster, talk about a bunch of things on the game. Cardinal, yeah, again, it's all preference. Sliders, do whatever you feel is the best. Kid, no, I don't have season tickets. I just got lucky a few times. Got some cheap ones. I'm actually a student at the college right here, so I get cheap ones through the school every week. Or I used to get cheap ones through the school. And I got friends who just have their ear to the ground, so I get some cheap tickets every now and then. But no season tickets for the Brewers, unfortunately.
Here's the pitch. Looked like that one tied him up a bit. A swing and a miss. Too
Nothing.
much
Okay.
bite on the breaking ball that time. As
CPU is going off state, 9-7. R9 is going to terrorize Miller Park. No, he's not. There's no Miller Park. I don't know what you're talking about.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Well, he
I think you're referring to AmFam Field.
Out of the strike zone.
But yeah, I can see it. Arenado matches against the Brewers usually, so I wouldn't be too surprised.
With 2 strikes, and now the count is 2-2.
And the slider gets
Franklin
him
with nothing.
swinging. 2 gone.
He was hot coming into this, but nothing there.
Bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat
Beautiful.
on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
Heck, that's fantastic. Saturday package. Yeah, the go to a baseball game once a week. Love it. I would love to do that. But what was it? The thing for the students, is it Fridays? I'm not sure what day it is. It's definitely not Fridays. It might be Sundays. I don't know, but it's like half off, and you get to sit in the nosebleeds, and it's better to be there than not. Obviously, just enjoy being at the stadium.
At the plate, Elijah Fujita.
Nothing there.
Yes, he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1.
Brewers win the Central. Yeah, I really like it too.
1 for
Honestly,
3 thus far.
I think it's going to be between the Brewers and the Cardinals. I think the Cubs will sell off fairly early, and then or not fairly early, around the All-Star break. And I don't think the Reds have much, and the Pirates should be the worst team in baseball. So yeah, it should be a fun division because it's going to be a 2-horse race if the Cubs give up. Nice play by West. He's been shaky on defense today, but makes that one. We're through 8. I still need to score. What's up with this?
All set to start the 9th in this one. And coming forward
Is it Friday?
now is the
Yeah, it's
shortstop.
been so long that I honestly don't remember which day of the week it was. Because I didn't get a chance to go, obviously last year. I think it was Fridays, though. I think you're right. Maybe I'll roll with Cole here. He only threw 10 pitches.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Yeah, I never understood why that college deal wasn't like Tuesdays or Thursdays or something like that. Because Fridays should be a day that they sell out, or at least get close to selling out. Yeah, J-Hack, I get that too. I always want to buy a bunch of stuff at the stadium.
And that's taken for a called strike 2.
2 hours to get to the game. Yeah, it's about 20 minutes for me. There's almost more walking because of how big the parking lots are than it is driving for me from where I'm at.
Ready to deliver the 1-2.
I try to get in the stadium as early as possible. We'll do some tailgating, especially if it's opening day. But usually I want to be in the stadium right when it opens and just walk around, see my seats.
You got the lead. You have a chance to add on in the later innings.
Yeah, I never understood why it was Fridays.
Sets the tone.
Michael, are you a big bettor then? I'm not as into the Phillies, if I'm being honest. I don't like them as much in the East. I know Ryden's going to be upset at me saying that, but I don't like the Mets as much. I like Atlanta, probably for the East. I can't think of a scenario where like Washington wins it, and I definitely don't think the Marlins will. So Atlanta's definitely my favorite for the NL East. They're consistently my favorite for the NL East. Gamble a lot. Great to hear. Yeah, as long as you win a lot, then then it's good to hear. Oh, West is looking ridiculous here. Why are you swinging at that pitch? Dude has 90-something power, and he swings at that. You're done.
He has a chance to regroup. Take a deep breath.
That's a bad at-bat, Rex.
I know you got a few to play with.
Got him to miss the breaking ball there. Rex West becomes the first out of the inning.
Noble, of course. And I'm not saying the Braves just because you're in the chat.
Standing in now, Marco Mendoza.
Trust me.
Strike call.
Just missed him here. Ooh, is he out still? Oh.
Pretty close, but he got in there safely.
Good steal there, and I'll tell you.
Have I thrown a guy out on stream yet? On a steal attempt?
Good pop at the plate, and he showed he's not afraid to use his
Yeah,
heels on the base.
it's nice to be able to be one of the people who like isn't super biased about your team. Like I feel like the Brewers are good. They're just not super good, like way better than everyone else in the division. So it's good to realize that your team has its own shortcomings. But yeah, I like Atlanta a lot in the NL East.
One out and a runner on second base.
While my stream's being slow again. Oh, that's really cool. $35K on the Super Bowl for the Buccaneers. Nice work there, Michael.
Still no balls in 2
That's how you can
strikes.
afford that PS5 then. Why do you regret it? You must not be a... Oh, you're probably a Giants fan. Or probably... Are you a Patriots fan? New Hampshire? I don't know.
The next 0-2 is swung on and
That's cool, though. It's really cool that you got that right.
Well,
Yeah, just want them to get better every year. Yeah, I think they're getting better. The Mets definitely took a step forward. Lindor is obviously huge. If they re-sign him, then I really like that trade too. Not as much if he's there for a year and they play 500 baseball. But I like the idea. Definitely getting better. Look at him. You can see his knees. He's so tired. Do a mound visit just to
time is called and the reliever is warm out there.
Just to get him to breathe. Love to hear it state. Yeah, as long as you're winning when you're betting. If you're losing a lot, stop it. If you're winning, go for it. Kid, no, this is PlayStation 4.
To the plate now,
Not the PlayStation 4
Brandon
Pro either. I
Johnson.
was thinking about getting the Pro,
Ball and no strikes.
and then
2 hits
saw that
and
the
4
5 was coming out
attempts
as
to
soon
this
as it
point.
was, and just decided to wait until the 5 came out. And you know the story after that. The 5's been a mess in terms of their release.
The 1-0.
So hopefully I get one soon. Yeah, no, well, I agree. It's all about depth too. I mean, if you have good pitchers, 6, 7, and 8 after your starting 5, then they're definitely going to be in the conversation. But I'm not high on the Mets.
And they set up away with the fastball, but it misses. 3-1.
Good state again. Yeah, if you're winning, I completely support it.
Called strike, and that'll run it full.
Michael, I don't follow basketball at all, but I mean that sounds good. I honestly don't know.
Open to send him packing. Pitch on its way.
Ugh.
And that
Cobra Cole with
misses
the walk.
all 4, so
I'm
it's
still walking
back to
guys with
second
meter
now
here.
with 2
What's
out.
up with that?
Jose
Here's Jose Cisneros for the Mets. He's a nice bench guy that starts on the Royals. Plays everywhere. Only bats well against right-handed pitching. Apparently he's been terrible this year for them. 169 average, 253 on base. He gets better, though. He's just 22 years old. Good defender. Oh, the parlay. Yeah, if you nail a parlay, oh, it's very nice. Nice kid. Very cool. Yeah, there's a bunch of other guys in the chat with the PlayStation 5 already. Really hoping for mine before the show 21 drops. I'll probably buy the version where I can get, get it on PlayStation 4 and 5. But I'll get one before the end of the game cycle. That's not good.
And this will score the run from second to make this a 7-3 game.
7-3. It's a football score.
Hey, that's what you try and do as an offense. You get a 4-run lead. They're a grand slam ahead, Dan, but you're a former closer.
You say grand slam?
You see a 3-run lead, and then your offense gets it to 4. You know that.
I think I've only hit one grand slam on stream.
Don't tell me that didn't hurt. Oh, it does hurt. Oh, it does because
Cobra makes the play there after giving up a run. That's fine. That's 2 innings where he only gave up 1 run. That's okay. He's still getting there. He's a low 70s.
6th, 7th, and 8th place hitters scheduled to start the bottom of inning number 9.
Michael, I have no clue about that. If anyone else does, of course, reply. I think they have the extra inning rule in for DD at least.
This is a non-save situation. It's evident that
I'm not sure for. I'm sure they have it for franchise too. If they have it for DD though, the extra inning rule. Runner at second base to start the inning. Here's Aguilera. He's got 2 knocks. I have Jennings ready just in case. If we even get to extras, then I'm going to need a better pitcher though.
First pitch on its way. Jorge Aguilera is at the plate as he watches ball 1. Right-hander starts to loosen out in the bullpen now.
Oh, Noble, yeah. I mean, I was frustrated with it, but walks are definitely realistic. So I agree. I need to find a good balance for that.
On a great pitch
and I keep forgetting Stevens has that delivery. He has the Carter Capps delivery, if you guys remember him. where he kind of does the step forward, the slide, the jump slide kind of thing.
Down low, 2 balls and a strike.
Nice kid. Yeah, that's cool. See, I knew it was in for DD. I'm not sure about franchise. We obviously don't know what they did with franchise because they won't tell us. Yeah, State, I'd really like to edit any rule like that. The 3-batter rule, the DH one is obviously one that's been in for a while. If you want to have a universal DH, you can do that in a franchise today. But they really need to add in a lot more of the rules that have been added for the CBA recently. I completely agree with that. I'd like to be able to, make my league however I want it to be.
Hit hard to the right. Foul.
Same with rainouts. Rainouts would actually be frustrating. I mentioned this on yesterday's stream. What if you play 7 innings and then it just starts raining and your game's over? It'd be so frustrating. Like down a run. I mean, I guess it's realistic, but it would be so frustrating. There we go. There's a walk for Aguilera.
It's a long way
He's been great. I think that's the 4th time he's been on base.
To start their final set of at-bats.
Well, when you go with a slider there in a full count, you're hoping that the hitter is thinking fastball and swings through it. Didn't work.
Which playoff rule is that? The roster requirement one? I think that one's been a mess for a while too. Yeah.
Standing in, Max Foster. He'll swing it from the left.
Yeah. Again, they miss on a couple things that are pretty big, and a few minute things in franchise that just need to be done so I don't get driven crazy. Oh, West! Wow, what a play!
This will work as a sort of a sacrifice as the runner moves up.
Sometimes for a first baseman, the best thing you do is just go ahead and tag the guy.
Interesting
like
State,
that.
yeah.
Hey, there's a lot more that can go wrong when you try to throw to the pitcher or the second baseman covering.
Hey, heck yeah, that's what I thought you were talking about. Michael, I completely agree. I'd never bet on baseball. Baseball is the most unpredictable of the sports that when I've observed. I'm probably a lot better with the NFL. I don't win as much as I need to continue doing it, but I agree. Baseball, I wouldn't even bet on the World Series winner or division winners or anything like that. I just throw my opinion out there for you guys to criticize.
In this situation, you almost have to pitch like there's no one on base. That run really doesn't mean anything with the lead they've got. The hitter is the guy that can turn this game.
Oh, Ari! Oh, he's gotten some good swings off, but he just doesn't have the power. I had a perfect fly ball out earlier, and then he does nothing there. This will probably be Ozzy off the bench now. Yep, Ozzy. The Colombian infielder. He's a top prospect in the Braves, in the A's minor league, not A's, the Reds minor leagues. I don't know why I don't remember. And I got him in a trade from the Reds. Oh, yeah, the stance there from, why can't I think of his name now? From Salazar. Yeah, that's Marwin Gonzalez's stance. Then I just pulled his foot in a little bit more. Thanks, kid. Appreciate the follow there. I think we're up to 110 now. I didn't get these since last night. So I was at 108 yesterday, and we're at 110 now. Thank you. Noble, yeah, he hits everything hard, and I've gotten lucky enough where some stuff has dropped. He usually hits singles right up the middle for me. Like a humpback single that hits off the mound. But, yeah, it doesn't have the power for the launches that he gets. This ball game is over. We lose 7-3.
Well, it's getting more and more common in baseball now these days to use a ton of pitchers to get through a game, and it took 6
really would have liked to pull out a dub here, but we won back-to-back simulating, and I've lost the last two now with the Kings playing. But there you go. Again, it's 2-game Tuesday, so we're playing 2 of them this afternoon. This one didn't take too long either, so that's not bad.
Please, Zach and Heidi Watney. This is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
The final
Cool. We'll bounce out of this one. We'll take a quick break, and then I'll jump into game 2, which will be the Spiders at home against the Minnesota Twins. Oh, Noble. J.C. Ray sprays it across the field. It's not just up the middle. J.C. Ray is my favorite hitter on the Kings. That's fine. It's going to be Chip Wolf and William Manning. That's not a good pitching matchup for me. Chip Wolf, one of the better pitchers, a great left-hander for these Minnesota Twins. I'm going to save first. And, again, I'm going to take a quick break. I'm just going to go to the bathroom fast and then fill my cup. But I'll be right back. Back. Can you see me? Can you hear me? I hope so. Doesn't look like I'm too choppy, so we go. Here is the lineup screen, or not the lineup screen, the game screen. We'll go to the Twins real fast, look at their injuries. I usually do this before every game. Doesn't look like they have any on the IL now, in the majors at least. They did have one. They have one or two. No, they had nobody before. Wow, Twins doing real well. I believe they're first in the division. They are. There they are at the top. We're actually last now. Wow. We need to win here to keep up with the Tigers, so we're not last in the division. That's bad. Okay, Twins are leading. They're about to or no, they're definitely in the playoff conversation, but they're not going to lock in on the division anytime soon. White Sox keeping up there. Then it's the Royals, Tigers, then us. And then, look at the wild card. We're at the bottom. Yeah, so the elimination number coming up fast. That's a problem. I mentioned before, so if you're new to the stream, once I lose out on a chance to make the playoffs with the Spiders or with the Kings, I will stop playing with them and try to advance the offseason a little faster and then get to year 2 because we're trying to get into the playoffs. That's the whole goal of the franchise. So I'm not going to do all 162. And we'll at least pick up with opening day on a clean slate. Yep, and there's the Kings. At least we're second in the division there. And again, look at the wild card. We're 5 games back on the Giants, and the Rockies are running away with the first one. So, Spiders are trying hard for the first draft pick. Yeah, 65 wins. Actually, we're probably going to be. Ooh, yeah, look at that. We have a chance to get the 4th one. That'd be nice. The 4th pick for the Spiders. Again, I'm not tanking. We're actually trying. The sim just doesn't work well for us. So here we go. Try to stick to my word and beat these Twins here. Playing at home against Minnesota. I'll have William Manning going, my left-hander. And we get to face a lefty as well. I mean, I'm okay with that. I don't want to change the lineup too much. Because this is the lineup that put up 14 runs last week. So I believe that was against the lefty for the Twins, right? I think so. Okay, yeah, either way, a couple hot bats at the top. That's good to see. Andrews had that 3 home run game. He leads the team in home runs. And hopefully Max Taylor can get 2 more the rest of the way and get him to 2020, a 2020 season. There's Mayfield. He's got 49 home runs. Clayton Andrews, listed right there, has 45. That's second in the American League. The 3-hitter for those Twins playing first base. There's the pitching matchup. So again, thanks for sticking with me through that break. I know it was a little longer than I wanted it to be, but we're back and jumping into the second game here on a 2-game Tuesday.
Wednesday night baseball coming your way from Progressive Field in Cleveland tonight.
I'd also like to rename the stadiums, especially if I do a rebrand like this. Can I rebrand the stadium too?
Clayton Anderson, one of the league's top
of course. Yeah.
gain ground in the home run race.
I really hope I get 5 runs in 5 innings. Let's hope so.
William Manning.
There's my starter, William Manning.
What's your take?
25 starts, he's 5-7 with a 5.20 ERA. Yeah, that looks like the line of a starter in the middle of the rotation for one of the worst teams in baseball. Sounds about right. Again, I intentionally picked a poor team. It's a little bit older, and then I traded one of the better players, even though he's off to a poor start. That was Paul Keyes. But hoping for at least a little bit of a turnaround. More so in year 2. Let's get that top 5 draft pick, and then we'll think about winning after that. Again, not tanking. 100% not tanking.
Fouled off.
0-2 to Elias. Oh, that's funny too. No, well, he was playing as the Twins though, wasn't he? That's right. Yeah, he couldn't handle the starter for the A's. That was Caden Drake, the ace for the A's. Here we go. Strikeout start.
Swung on and missed for the first out of the ball game.
With how hard guys
That's my boy Manning.
94 miles an hour is good, but not as impressive as.
No, J-Hack, we're not tanking. I'm very clear, not tanking.
It's all about setting the fastball up with good off-speed stuff to make it.
Here's Felipe Durango. He's a platoon guy.
What he did right there.
In now, Felipe.
I believe he's got 99 contact against lefties, actually. I'm not feeling hitting off Drake, too. I'm happy I don't have to do that. Yeah, Durango still has 99 contact. 319 average. Couldn't touch his curveball. Yep. It's a slow curveball. A slow 12-6 curveball.
Yeah, Matty, if they're going to clean up
Oh, yep. That's not a good pitch. Felipe Durango, we just talked about how good he hits, and he hits one out.
And that one is gone.
All right, I quit. Matt Vasgersian got really excited for a solo home run in the first inning there.
Solo shot to right center. 12 home runs for him now thus far as the Twins take a 1-0
Quick start
lead.
there for the Twins. Home run by Felipe Durango.
He's one of the best home run hitters in the
He did get
league.
Drake to throw 100 pitches, though. Yes, right. Through 5 innings. Love to see that. Work the pitch count up.
Most guys can handle a fastball, but he waited back on that off-speed pitch and drove it right
Yeah,
at
Duran, I'm going to have to start playing air horns for the opposing hitters.
His home run production has certainly been a big part of it.
Yep, I'm done. Thanks for being here, Noble. I'm quitting. I'm actually done with the game. I'm just quitting everything. No, I expected it. These Twins are going to be tough, and they mashed against me last week, so this is not a surprise at all.
And he's fighting for a home run title.
1-1. Little tardy on that swing as it's well
I can see it. Yeah, he could be one of them, one of the candidates. I think it's going to be Mayfield for the A's. I'll look at his stats after this game if you remind me. But Michael Mayfield is an insane hitter, having a great season for the Oakland Athletics. So he's probably the MVP candidate in this franchise.
Minnesota Twins starting lineup. Dero, how do they lock up a series?
It's a nice lineup against lefties here for the Twins.
This team has high batting averages up and down the lineup. Just great approaches, consistent ABs from top to bottom, and that's the reason they've been so successful this year.
Here's Macias, a masher against left-handed pitching.
Macias lays off 1-0.
Yeah, in the cleanup spot here against the left-hander. That's interesting.
This one is fouled away up to the concourse area.
And he's second stolen bags. Look at that, 33 of them. I didn't know that. Is he gonna? He could be a 30-30 guy then.
Rolled slowly down the first
Didn't even think about that for
baseline.
Macias.
Throw on
There we
to
go.
first, gets him in the
So we get
side
out of it without any
retire.
more damage. I guess I won't quit then. I
But
guess.
the Twins fire the opening salvo as they're on the board.
Yep, they get the
courtesy
first
of
run.
this solo home
And I got to
run.
play from behind in both
Bottom
games
of the first
today.
Coming up from Progressive Field, and the Twins are off to an early 1-0 lead.
Not ideal.
Chip Wolf.
Chip
the
Wolf
native
going
of
29
Colorado,
games,
gets
or
the
29
start on the
starts, a
mound.
12-6
Dan, any
record with a
thoughts?
Hey, so far
3.66
this year,
ERA.
this guy hasn't pitched
Already over
well
200
on the road.
strikeouts
He's
for the season.
actually
He hasn't gotten to 200
struggled
innings.
on the road, so it'll be
He could get there. I
interesting
believe
to
he'll
see
have, what,
if
4
he
more
can turn
starts?
that around here
You got
in
a
this
chance to get to 200 innings then. Probably not. That does happen when Bacon's fixing a roster too. You'll see some guys, depending on the sliders you use, you'll see some starters get to 200 or over 200 innings. Some of the more durable starting pitchers will consistently even. Here's Webster. He's an all-star for us. He is leading the American League in stolen bases.
Here's the first
Mostly from the
offering.
sim. I don't do too much when I play
Fastball on the outside corner
games
as
myself.
he'll take a look at strike one. And guys, as we take a look at the Twins at the start of play here
There's
tonight,
Will
they're on a
Hernandez.
great run of
That's
late as they
Alexis
come in
Elias, the
winners
right
of 7
fielder.
of their last 9 games.
Yeah, Matty, this team has been playing really well right now, and this is case in point. Chance
Nothing.
to jump out again to another 1-0 lead. They've really been doing that. They've been on attack, early offensive, almost ambush-like
I don't like
approaches
this.
to their at-bats, and it's working for
Here's
them.
my lineup.
And with that, here's a glance.
I got
at
the
starting
Ortizes
lineup
back-to-back,
for the
batting
squad.
7th and 8th.
Dero, tell us about this lineup as they
Carlos
try to
Ortiz
force
had a big home run the
rematch in
last time we
series.
played the Twins.
Yeah, Matty, a lot of professional at-bats.
I mean, I had a
Up
bunch of
and
home
down
runs in
this
that game,
lineup.
so-
I know they're behind right now.
What was it,
but
5 of
really
them?
takes one guy to set the tone and get the boys going.
Into the box, Max
Taylor.
Taylor. As
Taylor
he'll
was
take
my
a
big
low
addition
slider
in
that
the
can make
trade
it
with the
back in
Reds.
corner. It's ball 1.
Where they got Paul Keyes, Max Taylor, center fielder. I got him back, and then 2 prospects, a pitcher and a shortstop from the Reds.
1 out, nobody on.
Hopefully we see them at some point, probably closer to year 3 than in year
Sharp
2.
ground ball to third. Throw in time at first. for
Nothing
out
there
number
from
2.
Max. And he's got a nice contract, too. It's not too expensive, so he should be around for a while. Here's Andrews, nice hitting streak, 14 games right now.
First cuts for him here
He's at
with the bases
264
open and
average
2
now.
away.
Much better against left-handers, too. This should be a good matchup for him, even though Wolf is a dominant starting pitcher. And Wolf is a guy who only throws 3 pitches. It's slider, four-seam, and a circle
Yeah,
changeup.
we got Dave Lawrence behind the dish tonight. One of the
So he
best
doesn't have like a
business in my
cutter
opinion,
or a second
but
breaking ball
sometimes has
or a two-seam or anything like that.
tendency to
It's
fall
just
into a pattern
those 3
where he's getting
pitches.
a little bit
I didn't do that
much
too
on
much
that
for
outside
starters,
corner.
but
Yeah,
usually
Dero,
when
one of
you
the
see a
things
guy
they
with
do
just
is
3
they'll
pitches as a
open
starter,
And
they're really
we'll have to leave
effective
it there as
pitches,
this is strike
like
3,
that one.
And that will retire the side.
So Chip Wolf with a nice 1-2-3 inning there. Appreciate it, Jerron. Thanks for the sub there. Sub for 2 months. I believe
Second inning set
you got to
go.
check for me. I believe I got the
Over
sub
veteran
emote
outfielder,
in there. I
James
added a new
Cousins.
one, my own emote. So see if you can do it. Or maybe it hasn't been approved yet. It's probably that. I can see the 2 that I have, but I have a 3rd one that I added last night.
First pitch on its way.
Noble, yeah, I like trading with the Reds.
Right
So yeah,
side, but
you'll
it's
see a
gonna
good
be
mix
foul
of
ball.
guys there. Jerron, I did just check. I don't have that sub emote yet, So I added it yesterday. I think it has to be approved before you can use them.
And a drive sent out toward the gap.
But I had a friend to make a little word art kind of thing based off of Shorty's performance yesterday.
All right, here's how the home side's lining up defensively.
There's a defense. First baseman is Rowe. He usually plays third. And then Andrews is in right field. Those are probably my two best hitters. First base and right field for today's ballgame.
Gets them through the game, and not only that, completely shuts
Noble, yeah, that should be a fun matchup against Cincinnati. You're going to see a lot of familiar faces there. A lot of familiar names and faces on my roster there. Or on my rosters between both of these teams.
Over at first for the second out, as that might have been extra bases if it were 3 feet higher.
Here's Vance Baird, center fielder for the Twins.
Vance Baird is coming off a big ball game last night in which he accounted for 5 runs batted in.
He drove in 5 yesterday. Oh man, okay.
2 out, nobody on.
Yeah, he was the player of the game for the Twins yesterday.
Ball and a strike. A little bit outside. 2-1.
Duran, Shorty is based off a real person, and yes, he does.
He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
Yeah, Noble, you should have a decent scouting report. That's for sure. I think I'm still going to have walks here with me here. Ooh, no, that's going to be a knock. Webster does not get to that.
And that finds its way through for a base hit. The relay.
Oh, what? Wow, I wasn't even paying attention. Wow, that's embarrassing. I should not give up a double on it or whatever, or a single in advance to second on a play like that. I was not paying attention to the runner at all. Did he round the base? He's going hard. Yeah, he did round the base. I should have had him out by a mile. I hit the cutoff man, and the cutoff man just casually throws it poorly to the second baseman. That's embarrassing. Oh, I deserve to lose this game.
Stepping in now, Will Hernandez.
Here's Will Hernandez. We're not going to give up a run, though. Come on, Osborne. Makes the play there. That's my boy. I got common defenders everywhere. I don't care at all about defense.
The 3 of us return with more Wednesday night baseball.
So I should have easily had an out there, but at least we get out of the frame without any damage.
Leading off the inning.
Noble, I'm definitely looking forward to seeing more of your spreadsheets.
Something going here and even this game up.
Really in-depth work from you there. As expected, too, given from our chats.
Here comes the first pitch.
Okay.
The 0-1.
Yeah, I got to at least make him throw pitches. If he's going to be dominant, he's got to be dominant throwing a lot of pitches. Because I can't, have innings where I only make him throw 8. Oh, there we go. Get down, ball.
He died.
Oh!
Did he catch that? He did. What a play there for the first out.
Wow, Durango's having a great game. Great catch right there. Sure, that'd be fantastic, Noble. Yeah, as every month you get into a franchise, I like it.
Set to get his evening at the plate started, Darnell Reyes.
Yeah, I don't want to flood that chat necessarily, but if you got stuff related to my roster, or if you're playing with it, if you're streaming, then yeah, of course, it's definitely something I want to see in there.
1 out, nobody on. Swing hard.
There we go, Reyes with a knock. We will not get no hits.
It's a base hit.
That's all I care about.
You think there's any justice in the game? Watch those 2 at-bats. Both of them hit on the absolute screws. One's right at one guy, and then one's a single. Go figure.
Love to see it. Here's Marte. He's got an 11-game hitting streak. There we go. He's turning around on offense. Love to see it.
He'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike 1. Reyes leads off first with 1.
Hey, J-Hack, I don't want to see web jumps from the other team, though. But yeah, great diving catch by Durango. Felipe Durango, the center fielder for the Twins.
Boy, that's a nasty breaking ball right there. Backdoor slider, just missed the corner. As they say, that's a Hall of Fame pitch.
One's down.
2-1.
There we go. That's a knock. Keep the hitting streak alive there, Joaquin. Single for my catcher. We got 2 runners on now, which is 1 out. This is where we put up a rally right here. 12-game hitting streak for my catcher, Joaquin Marte. Longest hitting streak playing 162. I had a pretty long one this year. Is 20 long? What's long? Because the all-time record's in 50-something. But then there's only been like 2 or 3 other ones that have been over 35, right? So what was mine? I think I had one that was 26 or 28 with Lucius Rojas, who's a second baseman from the Phillies. But I'm curious to hear what everyone else has. Because if you break that record, I feel like the difficulty needs to be turned up.
At the plate, Marco Ortiz.
But if you get close to it, it's really cool. That's really interesting. That's another record that I just don't think is going to fall. All-time hit streak record. 56 games.
1-0 count. Here it is.
Speaking of that, too, we were talking about gambling before and talking about sports and baseball specifically. And there's a fun game, gambling game called what's it called? Streak. What is it? Beat the Streak? Yeah, and you got to pick a hitter that gets a hit every single day, and if you get over 56, you get $5.6 million, which is really cool. Again, I'm distracted from the game. We get a big knock from Marco Ortiz there, the first of the 2 Ortizes. He gets a double to right center field, and we take the lead here against Chip Wolf. Got 20 with D. Gordon. That's cool.
Ortiz, as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. He'll start this one at 269.
26 on Legend is still impressive, though, J-Hack. That's great. You have been in Road to the Show. Yeah. Road to the Show is hit or miss. If you want to play on it with a lower difficulty, I got no problem with it. If you want to just mash home runs, like it feels good to hit 50 or 100 or whatever amount of home runs in a season. So if you want to do that, go for it. Again, I'm going for more of a sim style. Especially for my Road to the Show. I want him to just be an average player. Is this a home run? No, it's off the wall. So back-to-back Ortiz doubles, and it gives us a 3-1 lead here in the second inning. Much better game than the one we just played. Cleveland Spiders offense is clicking right now. Love to see it. So back-to-back really great hits. We did a Hall of Fame one. Oh, wow. That's really impressive then there, J-Hack. You must have had a good player then to do it with, though. That's good. Great to hear. Break the record on a Hall of Fame difficulty. Very cool. That's good too, State. Yeah, again, there's no wrong way to play the game. If you want it to be a sim style like that, or if you want to just mash homers, no problem on Road to the Show. It feels good, like I said. Really cool. Hoping for another run here. No, nothing there. Is it dropping? Woo! No, it's not. Okay. So we get 3 runs, though, thanks to back-to-back doubles.
So 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and a man
got 4 hits in the frame. It was 2 singles back-to-back and then 2 doubles back-to-back.
Are out in front, 3-1.
Love to see it.
Up next for Minnesota, Orlando Ramirez.
Ramirez, he's got a modest 6 games.
So he'll look to keep that rolling in this
one. State, of course, yeah. The minor league stadiums are fantastic. Really hope they add more of them, if I'm being honest, or at least give us an option to create a stadium. If we get a PlayStation 5, create a stadium and then assign it to one of our teams in franchise, like a minor league team in franchise. That'd be cool. Curious to see how they do that, how they implement create a stadium in general after today's video. So we'll see though. There we go. Manning has bounced back well since the home run. That curveball stayed up, but it still worked. And I guess if you're going to get a called strike,
Second at bat,
it's not an awful spot.
0-for-1 here in the early going. Now a swing at a ball popped in the air back.
Ortiz going to get to that one. There we go.
Ranges back and he has it for route number 2.
Would love to get a win here. Keep the Spiders alive at least for a few more days. Here's Durango. He had that home run. I left the curveball way up. Yeah, you can see it there. And he hits a fastball. Wow. Quick inning from Manning. A quick rebuttal there. 28 pitches through 3 innings is fantastic for my guy.
Twins are set down 1-2-3, and it remains a 3-1 ball game.
See it.
Into the box.
Here's Max Taylor.
He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Now the pitch.
It's a ball outside. That's all ball. It's my favorite audio for umpires. When he yells, "That's all ball." It's just the funniest thing. 2-0 now to Taylor. Should have a good chance to score more here. We got 3, 4, and 5. Oh, and he botches it. Here we go. Taylor gets on.
Nice effort by the shortstop right there. Kept it in front of him.
Terrible effort by the shortstop there. Dropped the ball. Here's Lenny Andrews now. Big time masher for me. Masher of baseballs.
Pretty good job, but any way you look at it, that should be scored.
Nope.
And I'm sure it was.
Again, thanks for being here. Anyone who is watching, if you're on Twitch or YouTube, so I'll archive this to YouTube. Thank you for being here. It's a 2-game Tuesday. Going to try to do 2 franchise games every Tuesday. And this is the first one.
And there's ball 1.
Thanks for being here. And then, of course, I mentioned the Discord before. I'll keep mentioning it. If you haven't been to the Discord, but you like my roster or you stream on Twitch, you should join that Discord. So I'll throw a link in the chat here. I'll also put it in the YouTube description for anyone who's watching on YouTube.
Particularly close tabs on him. Now the 1-1 pitch. Third inning here. 3-1 our score. And
come on. Let's go, Lenny. Keep this inning going. We got lucky with the first batter. I'd love to get more base runners on here. Get some more runs against Wolf.
Now another 1-2.
Ball hides 2-2.
Even the count 2-2.
I'll see it.
That's a good take on a fastball out of the zone. Hey, I get it. He's looking for a ball to drive, but that ball was a little bit too far up in the zone.
There we go. 3-2. That's the slider. Now what does he do? Slider that missed. It's been mostly sliders. That's the one he's got the most confidence on. It should be then. Yes, sir. He left it up. That was one I should have hit. Hanging slider right across the zone on a full count.
Runners off for second.
And then that one's way down. Not a good one to go after. At least Taylor steals the base. I got a really good jump on that one. Wolf gets his second strikeout. They've both been Andrews, actually. But wow, that sucked. I really shouldn't have swung at that pitch. At least he get a stolen base, though. Again, nice to see those. That's Taylor's 21st on the season. He needs 2 more home runs to get to 20, and he'll have a 2020 year. Now it's a 2021 year, of course.
He's ready. Here's the 1-0. High fly ball out to straightaway.
Nothing from Rowe there. Is this one going out? No, it's not.
Catch made out there.
Going to take the chance here to get him to third. It's a good decision. He easily rolls him to third, and they throw it home instead. So there we go. I got a runner at third now with 2 outs for the second straight inning. Here's Reyes. He started off that rally in the second. Scored the first of our 3 runs with a single. He's our DH today. I got him from the Tigers, Darnell Reyes. Oh, he mashes one. This dude, he hits everything hard. It just isn't always hits. And then the strikeouts have been an issue, too. We still have the lead through 3, 3-1.
Leading off the inning, Clayton Anderson. And
Who's Clayton Anderson?
Something going here. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And he'll lay off a fastball here in a good spot, but ruled the ball.
He's got 5 homers in his last 9 games. Dude. Look at this dude.
That evens it up 1-1.
Trying to pitch around him at least a little bit. Hit the corners.
1 strike count to the Twins' first baseman. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Hard liner to
He's going to hit it right to Taylor. Very nice. Love to see that.
And this will be
Max Taylor makes the play in center field.
For the first out.
Now batting, the second baseman, Mariano Macias.
Now the number 4 Minnesota hitter.
Here's Macias.
Mariano Macias.
Again, masher of baseballs against left-handers. Nice platoon guy. He's good enough to start against right-handers too. He's the best second baseman on these Twins, but much more of a hitter, much better of a hitter against left-handers. Not great on defense. Can steal some bases, a lot of bases actually. 71 speed.
Now here it comes.
He's got 33 stolen bases just this year.
Grounder hit hard down the first
Yeah, he's a guy who could legitimately be a 30-30 guy then if you see enough lefties. You could see it. Just off the plate. Come on now.
For a ball. 3-1 is our score here in inning number 4. It looked like the fastball got away.
Shouldn't be missing by this much.
If I'm in the box right now, I'm coming unglued. He is going to throw something over the heart of the plate.
And
that's ball 4.
He lost him ball 4.
So Manning's been decent. He gave up that home run in the first, and then hasn't given up too much beyond that. Knock on wood, of course. Here's Cousins, the veteran.
Runner goes for second.
Oh, Macias. Wow, Macias did get there. I didn't think he had a chance. Wow. Okay.
1 run, 2 hits.
I hate it.
And no errors in the ball game for Minnesota. Ripped down the
At least got 2 strikes against Cousins. That's nice. This is going to be a curveball down. My catcher should be able to block it too. Oh, it wasn't down enough. Come on. So Cousins, story about him, he actually used to be a catcher. So that's why he's got catcher and third base as his secondary. And now left field's his new primary. He's getting up there in age, but he can still play some of the field. But it's probably the wisest to have him be a designated hitter or a pinch hitter off the bench because he's not going to cover a whole lot of ground on defense. And then probably shouldn't play catcher given it's his secondary. So he's more of a DH at this point in his career, James Cousins. And so Twins left fielder, and he strikes out here looking. Let's go. William Manning with 3 now. Through 3 2/3, he's got 3 strikeouts. Not a big strikeout guy, but we'd love to see it.
Looking, and you really can't feel too sorry for him. Not a lot of protecting with 2 strikes there.
He was not protecting with 2 strikes there. He was watching with 2 strikes.
To the plate now, Jason
Fisher.
As he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. Comes into this at bat 0 for
Switch hitting
1
shortstop for the Twins. Jason Fisher.
Strike taken as that one catches the outer part of the plate. And this is fouled into the seats over from first. 1 run, 2 hits, and no errors in the ball game for Minnesota.
Try to change up down. Try to get the strikeout here.
And another foul ball. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way.
Oh, and he gets a piece of that one too. Come on, we need a K here. Finish this inning. There it is. Threw the fastball right by him. Back-to-back strikeouts after a walk and a stolen base. And Manning's only given up the 1 home run through 4.
After this. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And next to hit
Here's Marte. He had a single in the second.
bullpen.
And then he scored a run, of course. I don't know why I clicked bullpen. I don't need to think about bullpen quite yet.
First pitch coming. Here it is.
Right in the outside corner there. Marte in the last 10 games, would they say 3 doubles? Or a triple and 4 doubles?
This is
Something
in
like
the
that.
air out to right field.
Lots of extra base hits for the catcher. He's been hot lately.
Over a few steps as he puts
Love
it
to see
away
it.
for the first out.
Here's Ortiz. He had the double that drove in the first 2 runs. Averages at 281. He's been great as a platooner for me. I didn't have him start too much against righties, and his ratings aren't super high against right-handers. And I'm making quick outs again. This is bad. I should not be swinging at these pitches so early in the strike, in the count. I mean.
Carlos Ortiz. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at bat with another big hit right here. Low with a fastball here in the dirt even. It's ball 1. Cold strike at the knees. 1-1. And the pitch. Fastball close, but he didn't get it. 2-1.
Hey, after the double in his first at bat, looks like he's trying to pitch around this guy a little bit.
Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch.
Oh, nope. That's a foul ball.
This will be a foul ball.
That was a strike at least.
At
Try to swing at strikes, right? That one too. Ortiz had a double. Both of the Ortizes had a double.
Ball 3. 3-2 now.
And obviously this guy's a double threat up there. He can run and he can go yard too. You don't want to walk him because he might steal a base on you, but you don't want to groove him
nothing there.
either because he can
Ortiz has more power against left-handers. He's kind of a platoon with Lazzeri. And he'll get better too. It's just his second full season in the major leagues. Just got to give him time to progress. It's going to be 7-8-9 for the Twins now. Here's Heidi.
Standing by as we get set for the top
Love
of the
it.
5th.
Hello, Heidi.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Twins to discuss his thoughts on Minnesota's lineup so far. And he told me he feels like they're being too patient at the plate right now.
Oh, yeah, they're being too patient.
They're finding
Okay.
themselves in disadvantage counts like 0-2 and 1-2. And that's basically never a formula for success. He said they're getting a lot of strikes to swing at, so the emphasis the rest of the game has to be to jump on those strikes early in the at-bat.
Thank you, Heidi.
Leading off for Minnesota, the designated hitter. There.
Baird is 5 for 7 on the series.
Here comes the first pitch.
Flat out mashing right now.
Hey, it's
Did
a
she
game
say
of
flat out? I kind of
execution. If the pitcher stays
I zoned
right there,
out and
this
didn't hear if
lineup's
she said
gonna
flat out or
continue
not
to
that
have a
time.
tough time.
Now here it comes.
There we go. 2 strikes from Manning. What a dude. Two dots to start this at bat. And then a curveball. 3 straight strikeouts from William Manning.
Well, this has been a completely different performance from
Love to
the
see
offense
it.
that we saw yesterday. They were looking like the 27 Yankees 24 hours ago, but they've been held in check.
She
so
did not.
far in
Okay.
this one.
Thanks for listening, Jerron. I was not.
Goes, though.
Yeah, I paid 0 attention to Heidi there.
Stepping in now, Will Hernandez.
But she's flat out on pace to say flat out
She'll look at a
90% of the
fastball
time.
too high for ball 1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Snatched
What a
out of
play
the
there.
first base
Right
for
to
out
row.
number
He makes
2.
it.
Now batting, catcher.
Love to see it. We haven't allowed a base runner in a little bit here.
First pitch of the at bat.
Or at least a hit in a little while. It hasn't been a hit since the second inning for the Twins.
Ramirez will stand
Love
in
to
for
see
the
that.
second
Love this
time
pitching
now as he looks at a
performance so
called
far.
strike. It's 0-1.
It's still very early, but
That's taken.
we're in the 5th
Now
inning, so it's
0-2.
nice to see Manning get this far
is an
into it.
amazing inning
Still
right
pitching
here,
well.
attacking the zone, keeping his
Might even
defense
think about
in
just sitting him so he gets
check to get off
some
the
confidence
field
boost
quick.
here.
Line to the right side.
Those are 5
And a
great
little
innings from
self-preservation
William Manning. Just made the
converts as he
mistake with the
pulled that
home
one
run
in
and then the
big end of
defensive
inning.
lapse for
Nothing
that double.
across here this
But other than
half.
that, he's been
Home half of the
fantastic.
5th
William
coming up.
Manning, 5
Cleveland
strikeouts through
is on
5.
top 3-1.
A good old left-handed pitcher there.
Set now for the bottom
I believe
of the
Michael
5th,
Mayfield
and
just said has
standing in
50
is
doubles on the
rookie third
season.
baseman,
If he hits one more home run, he's going to have
Osborne.
50 home runs and 50
First
doubles.
pitch, here it comes.
which is an insane thought. How do you have that many extra base hits? He probably has triples in there too. He's going to have like, what, 110 or at least 105 extra base hits in a season, which is nuts. Bullpen's let me down before, but got to at least think about it now. It's only the 5th inning, so we're not too worried about it, but I want to keep Manning's confidence up as we end the season here. He's been decent for me in game, at least, if not always when we've simulated. There we go, ball inside. It's 3-1 now. Osborne has great discipline and vision. He's a big vision guy. That's ball 4. That's my boy right there, Casey Osborne, one of my favorite minor leaguers on the roster. I have him in the majors now because we had some injuries. But great plate appearance there to see everything. And he's got 99 speed, too. Love to have him on the bases. Love to have him and Webster back-to-back and both of those guys on the bases. Oh, yes. And then Lazzari, too. Another guy who's real fast on this Spiders team. I'm not super in on the speed tool myself. I prefer contact or even power over speed, but it's nice to have speed when you have it. You hate it when you don't have it. Yeah, that's not even close. Wolf isn't even throwing strikes, and he's still having a good time up there.
On the mound, you cannot be chasing. You have to set your sights a
little fastball coming in, and I was nowhere near it. 1-1 now to Webster. Show me something good. Nope, that's a pitch out.
Here, but nothing's happening. Ball 2. Now the 2-1 pitch.
There we go, 3-1. He's not throwing strikes right now. This is crazy. Yeah, his confidence is abysmal for the circle change, and then not great for the four seam, but the slider is okay. And he still just didn't throw strikes with any of them.
Swing and a liner.
There we go, that's a knock. He's got enough speed to get to second easily, too. So we have our 2 fastest guys on the team on the bases at the same time. Again, this is fun. I enjoy the speed on the bases. Love to see Webster get a knock like that. A 3-1 count, and he gets a single up the middle. Another guy that just sprays the ball all over the place. I mean, all over the place. Oh, and that gets way away. Gotta try it. Ooh, yes! I had a late jump on it, but we get there. It's a wild pitch from Wolf. I'd even call that more of a pass ball, it looked like, from Ramirez. But nonetheless, we get our fastest 2 guys both in scoring position now for the beef of the lineup. It's 2, 3, and 4. Nobody out, and I got the fastest 2 guys on my squad at second and third. 2-0 now to Max Taylor. They're getting the bullpen hot. This is a great performance against Chip Wolf here, especially if we add on even more. I'm happy with 3 runs in 5 innings, but we could get even more here now. 2-0. This should be a fastball. Oh, it's changeup. Wow, he hasn't thrown the changeup much, and he throws it there. Wow. 2-1 now. I really thought it was going to be a high fastball. There's the slider. I get good wood on it. 2-2 now. Got to get somebody in here, Taylor. He's hitting everything hard, too. It's better than not, but got to get it in play. Nowhere near that. Pressing.
They really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out. That was a nasty-looking slider that time.
Yeah, that was really well executed.
Struck out on the slider. We got to get runs in here. We need insurance. Andrews has struck out 2 times. Up now.
There's nothing much you can do with that.
Ooh, that's a strike. Fastball in.
Is in for the 3rd time now as he takes a called strike.
Almost too far in.
No hits to this point. And he misses.
That's the slider in. Not going to go after that one. Andrews is 3rd on the team in knocks. Love to see that. I believe he's behind Webster and Taylor, if I remember correctly. That's a ball outside. 2-1.
Hey, lots of guys get too aggressive in a spot
Changeup
like
was
this.
nowhere close
He's done a
again.
nice
He's thrown
job
all 3
of
pitches.
gaining some count leverage. Look for him to put the ball and play hard.
Now the 2-1 pitch. And he
There we
turns
go.
this
This is
one
at least
around
going to be a
high
sac
and
fly
deep to
and
center
get both
field.
guys in.
A ball that's carrying. On the
Wow,
warning track, he
makes the play.
catch. Webster is on his way home.
The throw in is a bad one. So this is going to be a sac fly for 2 runs.
Now by 4.
Love it.
Next will be the cleanup.
Great aggressive base running there from Homer Webster to score from second on a fly out to the outfield. I got to see a replay of this. I knew it was going to happen once he hit the wall. So the cool part about this animation is that, see, I know the animation so well, is that he hits the wall as he catches it. So it gives me an extra second right there to tag up and be able to score from second base with a 93 speed base runner. Throw in goes to the cutoff man, which is the second baseman. That's the first cut. It's not a 2-cut play. And then the throw is offline. Second baseman doesn't have the arm strength or accuracy. It's a double bacon stream and a double bacon sac fly, and I need someone to clip that. That was fantastic.
First offering on its way.
A 2-run sac fly. Took our chance when we saw it. I didn't want to leave another runner in scoring position. Homer Webster scores on a sac fly to the outfield from second base. Love it. Love the base running.
And he comes back with a fastball.
See, and then we went to gotten another one. Love to see it. That was a great play.
So 2 runs on just 1 base.
J-Heck, you're right.
No
The relay
errors
went to the
and no
second
one
baseman.
left.
And I knew it was going to be the second baseman, and he doesn't have the same kind of arm as their shortstop does.
5-1.
And sometimes you see a double cut like that. So if it's deep enough in the outfield, he'll throw it to the first cutoff man. The first cutoff man hit the second one, and then in. And you have a chance to get him then if all 3 throws are on. But the fact that it went to the second baseman instead of the shortstop there, I knew I was going to have it. And that's just knowing the guys that you have, knowing the personnel that you have and that you're playing against. What a great play. Homer Webster. Great play. Love to see base running like that, too. I'm very happy with how that worked out.
So stepping in.
Here's Durango. He had that home run. The big swing for the Twins so far. Now they're down 5-1.
The 1-0.
I've never tried something like that on stream. That was pretty risky, too.
Fastball that misses.
Well, Manning, it's 2-0 now to Durango.
There's a drive out toward the alley in right center.
Yeah, I really need to clip that play to make sure people see that. That was nuts. Durango with a double. He's having a good game. 2 knocks, both extra base hits. It's his 14th double on the season.
Double will really help wake everyone up. That's just their 3rd hit of the game, but it's a good one.
It was a good one, yeah. All 3 of their hits have been extra base hits.
At the plate, Clayton Anderson, as he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike.
Very impressive outing so far. His command has been spot on. Even when he misses his spot, it isn't out over the heart of the plate. He's throwing quality pitches.
Just outside. Okay.
No offer
Come on now.
that one. 2 balls and a strike.
That's so close. All these pitches right off the plate.
Pulls this one in the air out to left. Ortiz is right there as he'll put it away without much problem for the second.
Tehran, it's only a 4-run lead, though. I don't blow leads that are this low.
Stepping into the box.
We'll see. I'm going to regret saying that. Stick around and you'll see how I blow the lead here.
And that's in there for a strike.
Oh, the starting pitch has been so good that I don't even want to think about the bullpen. And the 6th inning ain't it. Max Taylor makes the play. It's 5-1 through 5.5 frames.
They're down here 5-1.
Let's go get some more runs. Reyes, Marte, and Ortiz for me next.
Jamal Ridley.
It's Jamal Ridley. This is a guy that we scored a bunch off of in that game last week. I don't remember exactly how many. I think he gave up the grand slam, I believe.
So coming to the plate, Darnell Reyes, a hit in 2 tries so far.
So I've had 2 grand slams then. Appreciate the clip, Noble. Let's go. Love to see it. Yeah, post that in the Discord too. And thanks for being a mod. I appreciate you for doing that, for volunteering. Oh, I did not mean to swing at that. Don't clip that.
Woo, that was an ugly swing. If I'm pitching right now, I'm throwing that same pitch again. That was ugly.
Do it, yeah, I dare you. Throw the same pitch.
Changes up on him, and that's in the dirt for a ball.
Really has a 5-pitch mix. Big cutter guy throws a slider to go with it.
And it looks like the batter has a much better idea.
I wish they gave us the option to make pitchers, relief pitchers specifically, just have 2 pitches. There are major league pitchers like that really just throw a 4-seamer and a curveball, or a 4-seamer and a slider. And I'd like to be able to, emulate those kind of pitchers in future versions. So 2 pitches would be interesting. This guy, of course, has 5. That's ball 4. He was all over the place there. So Darnell Reyes walks there. I got Joaquin Marte now.
Marte, 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. First pitch of the at-bat.
Oh, and Marte with a bomb! Stay fair! Oh, no! Oh, shoot. Okay. Yeah, thanks, Noble. I'm excited to see. Wow, I can't believe that didn't go yards. No. I really thought that was fair. Anyone else is in the chat, you're welcome to clip anything else. If you need to know how to do that, it's the little... Shoot, I'm not on it right now. It's the little scissors, right? Or is it a little movie thing? I don't know what that's called. But you can clip anything that I'm streaming here on the channel.
Won't commit on the slider. Good patience, and it's full 3-2.
Hey, doubled up on breaking.
Oh, that cutter was right down the plate, and I thought I got it. Here's the full count to Marte. Oh, I really thought it was gonna just slide out of the zone, and it didn't. It stayed in because it was a changeup. Not great. I'm gonna keep Ortiz in. I need the defense. And he's decent against right-handers. I should actually show his card real fast, shouldn't I? Keep talking about him, and I don't even show what his attributes look like. There we go. Yeah, he's actually not decent against righties. He's awful against righties. Drawn, I like that. Yeah. I wish. With Sony, the face scan guys especially, I wish that they were able to do like 2 scans, or they were better at removing facial hair. So if a guy goes to like the Reds, the Marlins, or especially the Yankees, they can have him clean up a little bit. But yeah, with the creative players, with the Caps, it's a lot easier just to make sure to give a guy a playoff beard or something. I generally don't edit players in my own franchise.
Set with the 0-1. Double play ball to second.
But of course, you're welcome to do whatever you want in your franchise. Yeah, love it. Love the idea.
Ready for another chance, Carlos Ortiz.
Here's Ortiz.
Here's the first pitch to him, and they start him with 1 high and away for ball 1.
I believe the Marlins had the rule in place before Jeter, actually.
That's by him for strike 1.
There's, I'm not sure how strict it is with the Marlins. I know the Reds, you're not supposed to have beards. But yeah, those are the 3 teams that I know of especially.
Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind.
And the Yankees is the obvious one. Everyone knows the Yankees don't allow their players to have facial hair besides mustaches.
From the belt, the pitch, swing and a miss, and that ends the inning.
Yeah, I'm not sure when the Reds adopted it. Yeah, really not sure about that rule in general. And then, yeah, the minor leagues actually is pretty consistent like that, too. There's a lot of guys who are, like, required, or a lot of organizations that require minor leagues to remain clean-shaven, or, can't let them grow their hair out too long, stuff like that. I'm not sure how I feel about that either. It seems like an interesting rule, but I don't know. I guess it's each organization to its own, whatever anyone feels.
Come at him with hard velo late. or snap something off.
And then I think the Brewers have something too. I always see guys wearing high socks in the minor leagues, so I think they have some sort of rule where like you have to wear them a certain amount or something like that. Because they said something about a spring training game where it was really cool that minor leaguers got to wear baggy pants instead of the high socks, and I guess I don't know. It must be required or something. State, yeah, I agree. I want my players to be presentable. I agree with that. But I feel like forcing a man to shave or not for his job is crossing the line. I do like the long socks too. I like all the socks for baseball. There's no wrong way to wear a baseball uniform, if I'm being honest. Maybe the dirty mids is a bad way, but yeah, I'm into it. I don't really care how you wear your uniform. But it's baseball. I mean, you should be able to look however you want.
Stepping in and ready for another
oh, really, J-Hack? I didn't know the Mets were the same way, too. No beards.
Striking out his last time up.
Yeah, and he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty.
Love it, Noble. What's your cousin's name? You have a baseball reference page for it? Or for him? I'd love to see that, actually.
To make this pitcher work a little bit harder.
Swung on and hit pretty well out to deep left.
Get there, Ortiz. Let's go! Great pitching from William Manning today. Great defense behind him. Love to see it. A 1-2-3 inning in the 7th, and it's stretch time here in Cleveland. Noble, yeah, I'd love to know who it is, who you're talking about. Yeah, he grew some lettuce right away. I love it. I love the term lettuce for hair as well. That's the best term for hair. He's Kelly Whiteside. Great lefty pitcher for the Twins. I'll watch the first couple pitches. At least. Osborne walked his last time. Love it. Gary Schwartz, right fielder. Very cool. Yeah, I'll save that and look at it later.
Misses off the plate.
I'm actually putting a folder together for every link that you guys send me in the chat. So whenever you see something interesting or it comes up in a conversation, like the brawl that we were talking about a couple days ago, stuff like that. Like I'm gonna save it all and put it all in the same folder to look at. But yeah, I'll read up on his baseball reference for sure. Garrison Schwartz.
Hitter that can run, not the greatest.
Is he still playing?
This right here. I think right now you
look at that.
really have to start putting some pitches into that strike zone.
Fall League is fantastic. I wish they had the Arizona Fall League in the show. I'd really like to play Arizona Fall League games, especially if it was like prospect studded or star studded prospects kind of thing. Osborne walks again. That's a 4-pitch walk from Whiteside.
Coming to the plate now, Homer Webster. He singled his last time up.
Also, Noble, I'm curious. With like the paper, if you know anything about this, let me know. I'm not sure how much communication you have with him, but I'm curious when he files paperwork for the MLB or the MILB, PA, whatever it may be, and he does his name like you called him Garrison Schwartz, but it says Gary on his baseball reference. Does he? Like, he must have to tell somebody that he wants to go by Gary instead of Garrison, right? Or Michael instead of Mike, that kind of thing. So I'm curious how that process works. I know it might be kind of boring for some people, some dry content, but I'm kind of curious. Yeah, the Red Wings ball. Yes, I did watch that video. Big hockey fight right there.
Sometimes you got to be.
Who's the guy I knew? That was Claude Lemieux, I believe, Cardinal Nation. Are you a Blues fan then too, Cardinal? St. Louis Blues, the hockey team there.
The 2-1 pitch. And he just misses inside with the fastball there.
Yeah, no, it's tough. Injuries are a big thing in sports, and a lot of guys have a tough time with it. Yep, Blues fan, like to hear it.
The 3-1 pitch.
That's another walk from Whiteside. Yeah, I don't pay any attention to hockey, but oh, not a Blues fan. Okay, Blue is the team that's there, but you like the Maple Leafs instead. Okay. Okay, Noble. Yeah, that makes some sense then.
He's ready. Here's the first
I wonder if he gets to the majors and changes it. You know, like how Zach Britton was CK instead of CH, or is CK now instead of CH? Like, there's paperwork that has to be done there to change your name or how your name is shown at a major league stadium. Or like Nick Castellanos was Nick Castellanos and now he's Nicholas Castellanos. Stuff like that. Like, I'm sure there's a bunch of paperwork that has to be done there. I don't know why. I just find that interesting.
With the fastball that time.
I'll tell you, it's a helpless feeling for a manager or a pitching coach when your pitchers are.
Yeah, I'm not sure, but I really like that
What are you supposed
concept.
to do other than keep trying new guys until someone starts attacking the zone?
Really, a Cardinal fan in Austin? Okay. I guess they at least have a better winning tradition than the two teams in Texas there. Baseball teams, at least. I don't know much about hockey in terms of their history, the Stars, or if there's a second team in
He's already walked 2
Texas.
in this inning already. This guy just can't seem to find the strike zone.
But cool. Yeah, pick a winner, of course.
The 2-2. Fouled off.
Nothing. Whiteside's been all over the place. Especially those first 2 batters. Again, we got speed guys on the bags again. Nothing there.
Anderson has room in foul territory, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Yeah, Taylor's been a consistent disappointment at the plate for me. Not in love with his hitting. Here's Andrews. He had that huge sac fly that was clipped. Again, thank you, Noble. Appreciate you clipping that. And I like your insights on your cousin as well. I'd like to hear more, honestly.
Last chance to do that.
Oh, that's cool, too. They just got to be a fan for a day, or for part of a day, I guess. Spring training must be a blast for minor league guys, just to be around major leaguers, especially when you get the invite like that. That's really cool.
With some traffic on the base paths, nice job by the pitcher.
And really cool for you to know a player like that. Have it be your cousin.
Easy take there on
Love
the
it.
sinker, well off the outside. First and second now, 1 man out. Spin and a throw back to second, and a dive, but he's back.
Ooh, I did not think that was going to be a strike. Slider came back for it. Don't love it. Andrews is not having a great game.
Now a look and a throw back to
I'm not going to get picked off. I got to stop taking that lead. Oh, what is this? Some structural damage. Anywhere from 10 days to the rest of the year. Well, guess what? The year's almost done, at least. I'm going to have to put in Lazari, and then Ortiz can play third. Or Walsh. Let's put in Lazari. He's fast enough, too. Shoot! I hate that.
Hurry now as he'll come in and run following the injury. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes, and it's fouled away.
Oh, that would be so cool, yeah. Especially if you're a Braves fan, so it's really cool to see the minor leaguers of your favorite team then, too, I bet. Especially if you read about the minor leagues or get to watch some games, whatever it may be. That's really cool. I'd go nuts for just seeing Brewers minor leaguers, too, honestly. Same kind of way.
A worse situation with the cleanup guy up next.
Ready with the 2-2.
There we go, ball 3. Whiteside walked the first 2 guys this inning, and then got a pop-up. Would love to get a pitch to hit here and add to Andrews' RBI total for the game. He's got 2 already. They were both on the same play. It was that sac fly.
The 3-2 pitch.
And that's a double play ball to end the inning. Yes. Yes, it is. Great. So we don't get anything here in the 7th.
A couple of walks, but no damage. The 3 of us return with more Wednesday night baseball.
Oh, really, Noble? That's funny. That's cool that you followed the minor leagues well enough to give him a scouting report, too. That's good. So then you met the guys, and you're like, oh, you know, this guy mashes against lefties, or this is a pitcher who throws a great changeup. I love it.
Into the box now.
Yeah, J-Hack, I agree. I had a World Series where I was playing a franchise with the Brewers, and I couldn't see the ball all series at any of the times, so it was really frustrating. Ortiz actually doesn't play third. Shoot, okay. Well, I got to figure out someone else at third then. Let's keep Lazari in the game then, and I'll take out Ortiz one of my outfielders play first base? Nope. So we'll take out Carlos Ortiz and put in the better of the defenders here, which looks like Mejia. DeVore Mejia will play first base. Oh yeah, J-Hack is much better. They definitely improved that. There's like one minor league stadium that I can't see the ball in, and for the most part, maybe Minnesota is kind of bad, but
now here it comes.
Everything else is decent in terms of seeing the ball with the batter's eye. But yeah, really cool Noble. Very nice.
Down to open up inning number 8. Coming to the plate now, Orlando Ramirez.
We'll let Manning keep going. It's the 8th inning now. I should have done ready and waiting for these guys earlier. I don't want Tracy anymore, so sit him down. Probably think about Peterson. Castillo's going to be in to close if it's a
ready with the first pitch. Here it
save
comes.
Opportunity.
Line
We'll see.
drive to left. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
Rogue, did you play your first game? Did I miss that? Yeah, he's a two-way player. He's probably the best two-way player on the roster. That's Vince Cartwright that you're referring to. A switch pitcher and a switch hitter that pitches really well and hits very well. What you could do is you can't exactly do a 6-man rotation in the show 20, but you could try to do something like that. And then, because then he'd get the rest. But energy is like the biggest issue with him because you want to use him every game at the dish, but you can't. And then you definitely want to have him on the bump for win day because he's so good pitching.
Throwing a gem so far. We're moving on later into this game,
So,
and he's right at about league average for first pitch strikes.
but yeah, try him out.
Strike 2 is that's taken on the outside part of the plate.
J-Hack, I don't feel as bad hitting at Washington or San Fran, but Minnesota's at the top of my list there. I'd have to play around with other start times to give a better answer, though. State of Franchise Sports. You remember Pat Venditti? Pat Venditti was a switch pitcher, and there was one season where he was in the game and then wasn't in the game the next year. So a year save made his player into a cap, and then exported the cap and then gave him service time.
Jake Burrell will head to the mound yet again.
Yeah, Rogue, you can put a starting pitcher in the batting order. Yes. He doesn't have a secondary position, though, so you should play him at DH. Yeah, so you can have him DH maybe, twice in between starts, something like that. And he won't lose as much energy if you're having him DH. But yeah, State, that's how you get players with specific attributes or skills. Yeah, you just got to wait for them to become caps, and then you can take them over. So I have a couple outlier guys on the new stream roster, which you can't do with caps in general. But I have a couple guys with the outlier quirk in the newest roster. And then there's 2 switch hitters on the newest roster too. Or switch pitchers, I mean. 2 switch pitchers. Noble, yeah, that's the best way to do it. Have him pitch as your ace and then have him hit maybe twice a week or twice in between starts, something like that. I haven't actually played around with Cartwright, so I'm not sure how his energy works. He's got good durability, though, I know that, so you should be able to use him pretty consistently. But yeah, Rogue, the way to do it is, so you get to the lineup screen, you just got to scroll down, and it says your starting pitchers after your bench guys. It says all your starters and your relievers. So if you're playing with a real roster, you could put Michael Lorenzen in left field or have, Shohei Ohtani play right field kind of thing. But DH is probably the way to go if you're having a pitcher hit.
First pitch hack in here, and that's the first.
In fact, DH is definitely the way to go if you're having a pitcher hit. Yeah, just play around with it. And that's cool, State, to see Venditti live. That's cool. I forgot he was a Yankee for a hot minute, too.
1 strike. 5-1 our score as we play the 8th.
I would love to see Greinke hit 10 home runs. Dude was good with the Brewers at the dish. He had a few home runs for us. I love Zach Greinke on the Brewers. Great personality, great pitcher. Student of the game.
Just behind the fastball there, 2 strikes.
I don't know if he can hit 10 home runs, though. He's going to need a bunch of ABs for that. And the Astros won't give him a shot, too. They have, what's his name at DH? The big dude who had the big rookie year.
And that one never threatened the zone.
What's his name?
Now to 3-2.
I can't think of the name of the DH there. Astros' big left-handed rookie bat. Someone in the chat knows. I think he's a Hall of Famer too. Greinke, yes. He's really close, but yes, he's a Hall of Famer.
Full count still.
Yordan Alvarez, yeah, that's correct, State. Yeah, he's going to get the lion's share of the ABs for the Astros at DH, I'm sure of it. Great masher of baseballs.
High and deep to
Speaking
right
of masher of baseballs,
long run for the right fielder.
that's not getting out.
He's got it.
That's all right.
Nice play there. 2 away.
Up 5-1 now in the bottom of the 8th, or still, I should say, not now. We've been up 5-1 for most of this ball game. I hope Duran is still here. He's going to see me blow it in the 9th. I decided I'll keep William Manning in at least to begin the inning.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Swung on and fouled as it looked to make it all the way up into the
Rogue, I don't think it
area.
is. I don't believe so.
0-1 count. Here's the pitch.
I'd like it to be. I know in spring training they usually use the DH early because pitchers don't bat. So if you're basing it off of that, that's not the case. But I don't think that there's any rule that's been put in place about the DH staying in the National League quite yet.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Left fielder giving chase.
Cousins gets to that one, so we get nothing in the 8th inning, and it's 5-1. Here comes William Manning for the 9th inning. I know I threatened to take him out in the 5th, but we're still rolling here. He's been doing great today. Just a couple mistakes. Here's Durango. They're going to show his home run from the 1st. The Twins had the lead at one point. This is what gave it to him. Felipe Durango's solo home run in the top of the 1st. State, I would assume that they do. Yeah. Seeing it's weird. I'm not going to call you out, Cardinal Nation, but if you think about it, is the DH, how old are you saying when you're old school? Because the DH has been in the American League since the 70s. Like, I get, like, not wanting to see the DH come, but it's inevitable. It seems like it's just something that's going to happen eventually.
First pitch on its way.
But, yeah, I like the strategy of the NL. I think there still is strategy in the AL.
0-1 the count.
You're lucky if you get
and yeah, it's been a thing for 40 years already, so why did it take so long for the National League to also implement it? That's what I don't get.
So early trouble to lead off the inning.
And we saw how good it could be last year.
3 for 4 right there. He's looking super solid at the plate.
So,
settling in now.
But yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. I really think it's going to happen.
Though we discussed his power hitting prowess earlier in the broadcast, we haven't gotten to see it on display so far in this one.
Yep, Anderson's 0 for 3.
Every time this guy steps in the box, he's one swing away. If he misses over the heart of the plate, I promise you. This
right, no, I agreed. I'd consider myself old school too. But
from the belt, the pitch.
I mean, there still is strategy in both styles of play. And yeah, within 3 years, I'd say this year's the last year that there's no DH. I'd be shocked if there's no DH in the NL in 2022.
Fastball now for a called strike 2.
That curveball down here, William. Oh, and he gets through.
And that's through for his first base hit in this one.
Back-to-back hits to start the inning here, the 9th. The tying run is on deck, so I need to think about that. That's Macias to bat now, and now I have to take him out. We'll do a mound visit. Macias is so much better against lefties that I can't even take this chance. It's going to be Zach Peterson coming in now. I really wanted to get him through this, but it's not going to work. Exactly, State. Yeah, it gives veterans 15 more options in terms of contracts. Exactly. Yeah, and I'm sure they're going to talk about it a lot this offseason, J-Hack. A lot. Here's Zach Peterson to pitch for me. I want to also get up Freddie Castillo if this snowballs. Manzanillo won't make an appearance unless we go to extras. That's right, Cardinal Nation. Yeah, you can't adjust it afterwards. I really wish that they would have let you do something like that where I can edit the rules of my franchise every offseason. You know? Like kind of make it so the 3-batter rule isn't a thing next year, or the DH goes full or off entirely. whatever it may be. But yeah, a lot of us are going to stick to MLB 20, and it kind of changes the way that your franchise goes if you're trying to stick to real rules.
That misses 1-2.
Count is 1-2.
Yeah, State, I agree. That's when it's going to happen. But yeah, I'd love off-season editing. Exactly what I'm talking about, J-Hack. Anything like that in a franchise mode.
Here he comes again, 1-2.
Oh, come on now. I really thought he was going to go after that. That's one thing 2K does really well. Yes, I completely agree. 2K does a lot of things well with their customization options. Love it. And they have a whole, like, they have a team vault. They have a, what is it, a court vault? I'm not sure if that's what it's called. Or a My Arena vault. But I really like that. I really think that this Stadium Creator Vault should be a thing in next gen this year.
Now a fastball inside.
I really hope so, at least.
Back to a full count now.
He's definitely going to want to get greedy in his
Peterson
zone,
is having a
and
tough
he's
time
obviously
getting
seeing
the ball over the plate here. There we go. That's the first out of the ninth. He's going to try to go to third. I'm not going to get him, am I? Nope. Nice slide there by Durango, too.
Good read there at second base to know he could make it.
But yeah, I've heard really good things about the new 2K game on PlayStation 5 or Xbox One S or One X or whatever it's called.
So digging in now, James Cousins, and that misses inside 1-0. This year against
the ball
right-handed
inside to
pitching,
Cousins.
Cousins brings a batting average just a little over the 250 mark,
and
he fouls this one off.
Tying run is still on deck, so we're in a good spot to end this. I'd love a double play here. Or you can just watch a fastball right down the plate. That works too. Peterson has a slow cutter, so that's what that was there. A slower cutter. It's a slider nowhere close. Come on, Zach. And he strikes him out. There's the second out.
Two away.
It's been a really rough day for the
Card Nation, I completely agree. I'd love to see a lot of customization in terms of the stadium creator. Make it so we can make the stadiums the same way we can make classic players. Hey, did you see the video today? There's a bunch of stuff in the video about the stadium creator. You can pause it a couple times and really see the new things that they added for it. Yeah, Card Nation, of course I want to see County Stadium, yes. It's not at the top of my list for classic stadiums, but it's one of them I definitely want to see. Especially when you create a Cleveland Indians Major League team, because they played at County Stadium, at Milwaukee County Stadium. Good, you did see it, okay. Yeah, again, they didn't show a whole lot, but it's at least more than just dimensions, which is a good sign there, State. So that was really good to see.
Grounded up the first baseline, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady.
Try to power a fastball past Peterson or past Fisher here. Fastball up. Let's go! It's a called strike 3 to finish this one. The Spiders win. It's 5-1 this afternoon. I approved to 17 and 13 on the stream, and I'm curious to see who the player of the game is now. GG Minnesota, we're chasing them. Yeah, State, quick pro tip. If you go to YouTube, you can actually change the play speed settings and play it at half speed, and then you can really see all the stuff that they add in the video, like bat brands or other specific things that just flash up there real quickly. Noble, you're right, I did win with the wrong team today. What are you saying, you want the Spiders to stop playing? Peterson gets the save. Nice job there. It's his 8th. Okay. Again, yeah, I think so. I usually watch the video on normal speed. Oh, of course, you post a bunch of stuff on YouTube, though, State. Of course, I know that. Duh. Okay. But yeah, I watch it one time on normal speed just to get the understanding of the video, and then watch it a second time on half speed. And then you really get all the details, all the stuff you want to see. Yeah, William Manning is definitely my player of the game here. Fantastic pitching performance. He almost blew it in the 9th, but gave up a couple hits before we took him out. Noble, you're right, though. Again, I mentioned before, I'm not tanking here. Yeah, State. It's definitely worth at least watching. And this is a big injury. Look at this. Casey Osborne has a torn MCL, and he's going to be out the rest of this season, which wasn't going to be that long. But it says over 6 months. So there's a chance that because of this torn MCL, he misses time in next season, which would be nuts to have this injury go long enough. But a torn MCL is a devastating injury. You'd probably be out closer to 8 or 9 months, right? MCL, ACL, same kind of thing. But wow, that sucks. This really sucks here. He would have been in the minors anyways, I would guess, to start the season, but that's a tough break, a tough injury right there. We mentioned Cartwright earlier. I'll show him for Rogue if he's still here. If not, there he is. This is his regression after the first season. He starts at about a 98, and now he's down to a 94. Had a good season here, and then even got to bat 14 home runs. Yeah. So fantastic. I'll show his attributes hitting as well. Much better against righties than lefties. And again, regressed here. Good you are here, Rogue. Yeah. But what I would do is have him start like normal, like he's an ace, and get him at bats every once in a while. Just probably, once to twice in between his starts. And I'd always suggest DHing just because he has no secondary. And it depends on how you do. Obviously, the regression is based off of performance too. So if you perform really well with him, he won't go down as fast. And then I did give him a 2-year contract. So the second year he's going to be in the low 80s. He usually takes a big dip his second year, but after year one, he's still in the 90s usually. So that's good to see. Again, big dip on the hitting side, that's for sure. But I would definitely at least try him as a two-way player. He's the best one that I made on the roster for sure. Vince Cartwright here. And I'd love to follow along too if you stream it. I'm sure you will. But yeah, there's the delivery, and then he's got the Mike Trout batting stance. Love to see it. Cool. Okay, and then I'm going to actually sim on stream right now then too. The next game should be a Cleveland Spiders game unless I get eliminated before it, and it will be on September 12th. So let's pick up another bench guy since Osborne is out. It's a torn MCL. He did have a good start to his career, though, mostly simulated for those attributes, or for those stats, I mean. And he has a chance to make an impact next year after he comes back from his injury. And then I had actually another big middle infielder that got injured, a dislocated ankle from Scott Sterling. Another speed guy. I had a bunch of stolen bases with him, 23 of them just in 26 games, which was insane numbers because I had him on base so much and I was quick managing at the time. So I got to figure out someone to bring up now, though. And I really don't know who I want to do. Sheely's hurt, too. He's another guy who can play all over the infield. I might just do one of these average dudes and then just to have another bat. I don't know, though. I might be done playing anyway, so it won't even matter too much in terms of the stream. Yeah, I don't want to bring up any of these second basemen. They're all in the 50s. Durrington doesn't play too much other utility infield spots. I don't know what to do here in terms of bringing a guy up. Davis is only 18, so not him. I might have to do an outfielder just because I don't want to bring up an infielder. All these guys are hurt too. So many injuries. The AAA season just ended, or the minor league season just ended, so they're not playing anyways. I don't know who to bring up. Maybe I'll just do a pitcher then, since none of these are obvious choices here. Yeah, we'll just get another pitcher on the roster, I guess. That'll help the bullpen just a little bit more. Let's do Beltre since he's got a hot fire. So we'll bring him up. And again, the AAA season's done, so I don't care about the impact I just made on AAA. We're going to play the next game against the Angels. It's the second one of the series there, as I usually do. So let's sim up to that. Hopefully get a couple more wins so we can play at least one more game here with the Spiders before we do get eliminated. And I got a reliever off waivers. Very nice to see. I check waivers pretty much every day. I don't need 91 players. I'm going to release Herzog.
Hello there, baseball fans. Let's recap
the guy I
what
just
went down
acquired
around
is
the league
Andrew
on Wednesday.
Bellamy.
In the AL Central,
Again, just like a little waiver
Spiders
claim,
combined to
give him a
up
shot,
just 5
see how he can
hits
do.
as they grab the win over the visiting Twins.
Try to check those
5-1.
every single day.
Entering the day's action, the Spiders
So let's
sit in fourth
sim up to
place
this
in the
game, and
American League
hopefully we
Central
don't get
Division.
eliminated. Let's see. Oh, I can't have 15 pitchers? Really? Wow, that's ridiculous. Okay, so Beltre won't be in the majors then. Rip. That's okay. I guess we'll bring up a third catcher then, so it'll be Brent Meyer. Welcome back to the squad, buddy. So we'll simulate here. Don't have 4 valid lineups. Thanks. Okay, great. Totally forgot about that, too. I forgot that he's a starter. There, now we have 4 valid lineups. I didn't know 14 was the max. That's interesting. That must have been a rule before COVID then, because I know that there were teams with more than 14 pitchers on the roster. I'm sure of it. Radel is still injured. Great, lots of injuries. Rush coming back. So we lost to the Twins there. We lose the series. We only won the game that I played. And we'll simulate this day as well. Going to miss Gary Kearns, who's a knuckler. I don't care about the minor league lineups. That's okay. And then there we go. It's going to be Jonathan Gore against Jalen Poole unless I got eliminated. So we're checking it right now. Standings. We are out of winning the division, and we are out of making a wild card. The Cleveland Spiders have been eliminated. Good performance in our last game, at least, but we catch a couple L's before the next game, and unfortunately are eliminated. So we are done with the Cleveland Spiders then this season.
The Detroit Tigers swatted
And
4 home runs in this one.
yeah,
as they
Rip
grabbed the
Noble.
win over the visiting
At least hopefully we
As
can
of
get
right
that
now,
early
the
draft pick now. I
Tigers
want at
sit
least
in
a top
third
5
place
draft
in the
picks. We'll look at the
American
standings
League
just
Central,
again.
14.5
We did
out of
look
first.
before this
And the
game,
Twins
this last game
are
started.
atop the division.
So the
They
Jays
have a
have 60
small
wins. We have
half-game
66.
advantage.
Royals Rays 67.
Carlos Ramos had a great day driving in
So the
5
Cardinals should
on
be
3
second
hits, helping
after the
White
Blue
Sox
Jays.
push past the Royals 8-7.
And then the
Heading
Diamondbacks
into the day, the
and
Royals
us
are
should
in
battle.
fourth place
So
in the AL
hopefully we
Central. They're
lose out.
15.5 games out of first.
Again, not going to tank the team, not going to move the roster around. I'll just let it play out as it does. But we've been eliminated with the Cleveland Spiders. So that means I can focus solely on the Atlanta Kings, which means our next game tomorrow will be the Kings and the Phillies. That is this one right here. Philip Fermaniac against Justin McCoy. And I'm going to have to send down a pitcher. It looks like I have 14 now.
The Toronto
So I
Blue
got to figure out
Jays
who I want to move down. I want to do
as they took down the
Thompson.
Yankees in the Bronx.
Yes, sir. There we
6-2.
go. I don't care about
Entering today's
AAA
action,
being
the
full. That
Yankees
doesn't
sit
matter.
in third place in the
And
American
for
League
Maniac
East
coming off
Division,
IL, so he's
17
going to
games
start
out
this
of
one.
first. And the Blue Jays are at the
And I
bottom
have
of the division.
Dunning
They're over
and
20 games out
don't I
of
have
first.
another?
Nick
Thought I had another
Vandenberg
long
was a
reliever.
major
Okay, I do not.
force at the plate with 6 RBIs.
But
As the Orioles
for
took one
Maniac
from the
will
Brewers,
be the starter for that
7-2.
one. So
As of
join
right
me
now,
tomorrow.
the
It should be, I
Orioles
believe,
are
a
atop the
2 o'clock
American
start
League
for
East
me, 2
Division.
o'clock
They have a
Central.
commanding
And I'll try to be
7.5
active in the
game
Discord tonight.
advantage
So if
over
anyone
second.
is streaming,
And the Brewers
let
are
me
in
know in
first
there
place
or
in
on
the AL
Twitter or
Central. They
whatever,
have a
wherever
4.5
you
game
feel
cushion.
to contact me.
Andrew
Lots of
Durango
places to do
earned the
so.
victory, which was his 10th on the year.
But
as the Mariners
this is
downed
where
the
I will
A's
sign off,
4-2.
and
As of today,
I'll see you
the
guys
Mariners
tomorrow.
are in first
So
place
thanks
in
for
the
being here.
AL West. They are
See you,
enjoying a
J-Hack. Bye,
comfortable
everybody else.
9-game cushion. While the
Thanks again. Thanks
Athletics
for all the support.
are 4th in the division. They're 15